They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way up, way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got a soul view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation, now I got rollies, all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Squatting all black like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the grind that I know that it came with. I ain't make it this far to myself, yeah. I had to prove to everybody else. I had to set them straight. Yeah, I had to ball, so I had to renovate. I know they hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate.
Yeah. What's good, Ray Davis? We got a couple people in the building. Oh, salute Chris Brooks, my brother. Salute Jonathan 97 XL. Salute. Nuck H. Salute King. Jonathan 97 again. Let's get it for sure, man. Country Q. What up, though? What's up, Q? What's good, family? Yeah.
Word up.
Hope everybody's feeling good, man. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Oh, it looks like we got to save boxing. I don't know. Well, they can't do nothing about it, man. We're going to talk about it tonight, though. They can't stop the rain. You see them gathering up. You see them getting upset. You see them trying their best. We're going to talk about it.
Talk about it.
Boxing got a window. You know, we can't play no games about it, guys. We can't play any games about it. You guys know what's been going on in the news.
What it do, JK?
What's good, family? Let me get back in the chat here. J Cash and Money Man, Easy. East Side, Easy in the building. Salute, King. Yeah, we're going to talk about it, man. A lot of different opinions. You know, it looks like this is going to be what we're talking about for the next few days because, you know, after an event like the one we just went past this weekend, there's going to be all the naysays coming out the bushes, coming out from behind the walls. They upset. They want to disparage and discredit Bud. They want to disparage and discredit Turkey. They want to disparage and discredit boxing, man, because a lot of people been very happy with the state of boxing and where boxing is right now. They like it the way it is. You know what I mean? They like it where there's two faces of boxing, 2 or 3 faces of boxing, and they want the rest of the boxing world to concede and bend the knee to these 3 faces of boxing. That's why, you know, everybody wants to be cool with a winner. Everybody wants to be on a winner's side. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the fans in the space, a lot of the fanatics in the space have aligned themselves with the biggest faces in boxing, because when they align themselves with those faces of boxing, they're always on the A side of an argument, right? They put themselves on the A side of a debate, right? Because now they get to align themselves and align their lives and align their accomplishments with the accomplishments of somebody else who don't even know who they are, right? Let's take our time and speak about this accurately, and let's be clear about it, right? They're aligning their accomplishments. They're aligning the success of somebody else, another man, with their own success. So naturally, when somebody comes into the space and disrupts what we perceive to be the way it's supposed to be, right? What we perceive as the normal, as the normal, well, of course it's going to ruffle some feathers, because now everything you've been standing on, everything you've been defending and fighting for the past 3 to 5 years is in danger right now. Now somebody else gets to get some credit. Somebody else gets to get somebody who believes in them, who's willing to put a machine behind them, willing to put a whole entire movement behind them, behind their talent, right? They're not trying to fictionalize or you know, or make something that's not there. They're highlighting what it is. But what you'll see is that the real talent, if you've been asking yourself for the past couple of years, how does somebody like Terrence Bud Crawford, an undisputed champion in 2 weight classes, a 4-division now weight champion, a 4-division weight champion, father of 7 children, married all these years, don't drink, don't smoke, lives his life down the line, competes. How could a man like that be on the opposite side of a conversation where he's made to be look like the villain, where he's just trying to make something happen for himself, where he's giving all the boxers fans what they want to see? How could somebody like that, who's giving you 11 straight knockouts and been an example for your children, be the aim of your criticism? Shout out to who you've aligned yourself with, because I'll never be the one to point out that person's faults, to point out that person's lifestyle. It's not my business. I'm never going to disparage or discredit that person. But how in the world does somebody like Terrence Crawford end up on the opposite side of that conversation? That's an interesting thing to delve into, because today's society, everything up is made to seem down, and everything down is made to seem up. They want to lie to you. They want to confuse you. They want to now align your recognition of greatness with you potentially selling out your race or selling out your country. They want to fool you into believing that you celebrating Terrence Crawford's success, or you being welcoming to Turki'S, bringing you the fights that you want to see, somehow has aligned you with treason. Right? If you support this, you're supporting that. Now the politics are getting involved, right? Now the personal attacks are becoming part of the conversation. What's going on in another country's government, how they're governing their country, and how can we align ourselves? Don't let them fool you guys, man. That ain't got nothing to do with boxing. That ain't got nothing to do with boxing, right? So you're going to watch them align, and you're going to watch them do this for the next coming weeks. You're going to see the videos coming out. You're going to see the lives where they're talking about this ain't what it's supposed to be. They're going to make you think that Turkey having his own personal ambition for bigging up his own country, for bringing sports to his country, somehow that turns into an attack on boxing as you know it. Not an attack. Not an attack. And we'll talk about it all tonight, man. It's not an attack on boxing as you know it. It's a new era of boxing. A lot of you guys are really young and might not even remember an era of boxing where the best fought the best. You might have gotten used to your favorite fighters fighting tomato cans, knocking them out, and that being called great boxing. You might not know what it feels like to see your favorite fighter challenge yet. I understand. But look, at the end of the day, I promise you it's a whole different energy. It really is just a whole entire different energy. And we're going to talk about a lot of that tonight. We're going to talk about 154 pounds and how the division is changing up right now, and how exciting and probably the division to be in right now is 154. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Teofimo. We're going to talk about Teofimo Lopez. And let's see if we can give this kid some hope, man. Let's see if we can give him some good advice. Let's see if we don't have to just tear him down all night. Let's help him along the way where he's trying to get to, because I think the way he's approaching his situation, him and his father right now, I think it's kind of embarrassing, but we'll talk about it. And shout out to Canelo, because one fighter don't stop no show. I would say monkey, but I don't want nobody to say I'm calling nobody no monkey. So I'll say one fighter don't stop no show. It's okay that you don't want to fight the best. You're at that point in your life where you want to make the easiest fights for the easiest money. I mean, it's a damn shame that you're holding a division up completely by holding the belts hostage. But look, man, it is what it is. 168 is upside down. The 168-pound division is upside down, and it won't be right side up until either Canelo starts fighting his mandatories, vacates the belts, or he retires. So 168 will be on timeout. Shout out to Edgar Berlanga. Wish you the best. Hope you're able to fix things and put things in the right order and where they're supposed to be. But until then, we won't keep an eye on that division. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Here for Boxing, they didn't have a problem. Let's see here. Here for Boxing said a few weeks ago, it was a membership has its privileges. Yeah, man. Yeah. Errol was family. Regarding the special treatment the PBC was given to their guy, suddenly everyone has a problem with the promoter taking care of his guy. 100%. 100%. What's good for the goose is never good for the gander in this world that we're in. That's what we do. You ain't allowed to do that. That's how we move. You can't move like that. You're not like us. They didn't have a problem with the PBC freezing TBC out. So why are we so upset with Tank being frozen out by Turkey? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what I was told. That's what you were told here for Boxing. Little did you know, right? Little did you know. That's what you thought it was, right? Nah, it turns out that's what it is. No matter what they want to say at the end of the day, they can't stop the rain. Shout out to the thumbnail. They can't stop the rain. When the rain's coming, can't nothing stop it. You either go inside, get you an umbrella, or you gonna get wet. You ain't stopping the rain. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying? You can't stop the rain, man. Go inside, get you an umbrella, or get wet, man. Those are your three choices. You know what I mean? Let me see here. Salute to TY. Here for Boxing back up again. Said the PBC has a vendetta against Bud, and it was all good. Now Turkey has a vendetta against Tank and Canelo, and he's the devil. Like, I'll be honest with you here for Boxing. I don't even think he has a vendetta. I just think at the end of the day, what has to be understood is no fighter, boxing is not about one fighter. No fighter is above boxing. If a fighter doesn't want to participate, if he wants to move to the beat of his own drum, that's what's up. That's what's up. You worked hard for the ability to do that. You don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. But boxing still moves on. Boxing still moves on. Fighters is going to fight. The best fights that can be made will be made. And when you come around and you decide you want to become part of that conversation, I'm sure with Turkey, the door is always open. So you're not frozen out. If you feel frozen out, you froze yourself out. You decided to move in your own lane, and God bless you. I could celebrate you for that. Maybe when these fighters get to that status, maybe they'll do the same thing. You know, it's something great about having a machine behind you and having the whole world open in front of you and all the options in the world in front of you. And you don't have to bow your head and bend the knee to one fighter and hope that he picks you and gives you the lottery ticket, the sweepstakes, for you to make something out of your career. Even though you have the belts and the accolades and the championships in different divisions and you've accomplished all these things, you still can't reach that goal because at the end of the day, the space, the fans have chosen their warrior, has chosen their hero, and everybody else has to wait on the sideline, right? That's what ended up happening here. So let's see here. They told Bud he couldn't get any fights until he joins the PBC. Well, Tank won't get any quality fights until he crosses the street. Ouch. I hope that's not the case, man. I don't think that's the case. I don't know if he has to cross the street here for boxing, but I'll tell you what, though. I believe negotiations will be negotiations at the end of the day. And all of that take it or leave it energy might change in the next few months, coming months. Or that take it or leave it energy might be leave it. A lot of these fighters might choose to leave it. You know what I mean? They might not choose to take it at the end of the day. History is going to speak about this era of boxing, this area of boxing. It's going to speak on Canelo not fighting David Benavidez, not wanting to take the fight with Terrence Crawford, not wanting to make a lot of fights. History will speak on that. We'll see how history, you know what I'm saying, calls it out in a couple of years, but we're going to find out. Let's see here. Shout out JR Spock in the building, says, I'm going to play Purple Rain in your name claim for a salute, man. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. I just want them all to bask in the rain, man. Get a little bit of this boxing in, man. Don't be so angry. Shout out to Looney in the building. Salute. Okay, race back. Shout out to Looney in the building. As long as the people are accepting what Canelo is doing, it's going to keep happening. Yeah, Looney, I mean, you're right, man. But look, what people have to understand is the game plan is bigger than Canelo, Looney. If this is how Canelo wants to carry it, he's free to do that. And his fans are free to accept him. Eventually, he'll retire. Eventually, he'll move on. Eventually, when you give the people options and they don't have to deal with that, then you'll see these decisions being made where people are starting to, you got to give people something to compare what they're doing to. You have to give people, look at this card, now look at that card. No shots at the PBC. No shots at the PBC at all. I appreciate what the PBC has done. the fighters that they've developed, the fights that they've given us. Last year was a great year for the PBC. But that doesn't stop us from keeping it 100 to say that Canelo versus Berlanga is not what the fans are asking for. That's not what the fans are asking for. Danny Garcia versus Erislandy Lara is not what the fans are asking for. Shout out to Danny Garcia. Salute to Danny Garcia. Appreciate everything he's done. He's been part of some huge fights. Those two guys are old, and we don't want to pay money to see those guys, a pay-per-view. Rolly Romero is not what the fans are asking for to fight whoever he's fighting. I don't even know that guy's name. Right? No, we're not stupid when you go ahead and you take Caleb Plant and Trevor Matumbi, whatever his name is, and you take Stephen Fulton, you take him off the free card that you offered your fans because they've been waiting all year for you to give them something for free because they paid for everything you put out there, and you try to act like because Trevor Matumbi had an injury that the correct thing to do is to shut down the whole entire card and then put those dudes under another pay-per-view card. Don't let them fool you, man. Don't let them bamboozle you, man. Don't let them bamboozle you, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. What happened to the free card? What happened to it? Maybe, I don't know. I guess it's coming in a few months. You'll get it at some point. But don't let them fool you, man. We can hold them accountable for that as well. We can celebrate what they've done last year. We can celebrate what they've done in the history. And we can hold them accountable for what they're doing this year at the same time. Both things can coexist in the same space. Don't let them fool you, man. Don't let them fool you. Salute, Hood Rich. Salute, Hood Rich. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what's going on here. Laurent Jones. Salute, Laurent Jones in the building. Tank will run out of PBC fighters at 135 and 140 really soon. No one cares to see him fight El Rayo, Chris Colbert, and Pitbull. I think there's a lot of fans out there who would agree with you here for boxing. Eventually, the negotiations will have to open up. Tank has a to-do list, man, and it's his job and his responsibility to carry out what's on the to-do list. It's going to take some negotiations, man, because at the end of the day, he already got his money up front. He already got his money from the Amazon. The dealer's already put. What's going on in the background? It's like real noisy. Something's going on, Ray.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out, dog. I'm here like, oh, that's you. Hold on. Well,
Hold on, let me hit a mute. Nah, it's you. It wasn't me.
Okay.
But
interfering?
You know,
it might be my headset.
Nah, it was.
Okay.
It's not anymore though. It's not anymore.
Okay.
But you know, Tank may have some things to reconsider on how he's going to approach. You know, it's going to be. Listen, man, the heavy is the crown. Heavy is the crown. Tank is the face of boxing right now. He's one of the biggest. Some people might argue the biggest star in boxing right now. The fights that he wants to put together are all in his hands to put them together. But let me tell you, man, yesterday's price might not be today's price with these fighters. This whole entire take it or leave it situation, we'll see how that pans out. Maybe it works. I don't know. Maybe it does work. I don't know. But I can tell you something. Yo, you're just doing it again. Whatever you got going on.
Yeah, no, I'm moving my mic. I'm moving.
All right, I'm going to just put you on mute for a second. Just give me a finger up when you're ready. You know, he might have to reconsider the negotiations. Offer them a little bit more. I don't know what it's going to take, man. I'm not here in the business of boxing. I'm not here to count nobody's pockets. But I'm going to tell you right now, man, competition is good for business, right? Competing prices, competing with products, competing with services. It's good for business. Causes business to get its checks and balances. Business is never really a good business when it's one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Clearly from the person who's on the A side of the business when it's one-sided is good, but it's not good for everybody where everybody don't got nothing to bring to the table, no negotiations that they can bring to the table, nothing, no leverage that they can bring to the table in order to be treated the way they want to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's just another player coming into the game, and it's opening up the market. It's opening up the market and giving people an opportunity to build their market value up. Because to build your market value up in the boxing space, you need a machine behind you. You need some good promotion behind you. You need some good matchmaking behind you. If that's not there with you, then you don't get an opportunity to get a bunch of knockouts or being in an exciting fight or have moments that can push your brand to the next level to get you where you need to be at. Shout out to Floyd Mayweather. Shout out to the PBC. Shout out to Leonard Ellerbe, Al Heyman, all the people who put the work into Tank Davis, Calvin Ford, all the people around Tank Davis that worked and gave him the opportunities, and he was able to capitalize on those opportunities. You know what I mean? Other fighters, you know what I mean, want to have the same opportunity. And when you have somebody like a Turki Al-Sheikh coming in, it evens it out a little bit. And it makes it better for boxing in general. And definitely as a fan of boxing, it makes it better for us because we get to see more fights, the best fighting the best. Anybody who's upset with that, pushing back at that, who wants to convince you that the place you should be is on the side of these fights not happening, they're not fans of boxing. They're fans of boxers and promotional companies. You know what I'm saying? They're fans of boxing. The promotional companies, yeah, they can feel some kind of way. They can feel some kind of way of a Turki Al-Sheikh coming into the game and causing a disruption and moving things around the way he's moving things. But fans, be careful. Be careful. You really don't have no horse in the race that should have you on the opposite side of what Turki's doing. Not a real horse, unless you're just a fan of a promotional company. You know what I mean? Let me read these here. I see Hood Rich said something here. Clay, he has a locked-in deal. It doesn't he, LaRon? Last time I heard, he has a locked-in deal with Amazon. He good to go. So the fight should just be getting made. It shouldn't be just take the crumbs on the table. He's already paid $240 million. That's his money. He's getting it on top of. I'm sure he's getting pay-per-view money on top of that, points and everything else. So, you know, Tank's not gonna have a problem putting these fights together if he wants to put these fights together. If anybody's gonna have a problem, it might be the PBC, maybe TGB. I don't know. You know what I mean? The people around who don't got the guaranteed money, maybe they might have issues because they got to pay the fighters to fight him. I don't know how it works. You know what I'm saying? But once again, don't let them fool you and have you point your fingers at what Turkey's doing, like they weren't doing the same exact thing. Like they weren't protecting their fighters. Like they weren't putting their fighters' priorities first. Like they weren't putting their interests first. Don't let them fool you to act like this guy's coming in as a tyrant and he's coming to do something. Nah, bro. He's just following suit. He's just in Rome doing as the Romans do. At least he offered the olive branch. At least he opened up the door and said, listen, man, y'all can come over here and chill with us for a minute. We paying premium. Oscar said it was all good. He's like, damn, I'm looking at it. I don't see no complaints. Bob Arum says, man, I don't got no complaints. This works for me. Eddie Hearn, Frank Warren, they're all like, yo. And it looked like Tom Brown a little bit on the low. You know what I mean? By putting David Morrell, Isak Cruz, and Rayo Valenzuela on the card. Looks like everybody, you know what I mean? It doesn't look like Tom will tell the story better, right? Shout out.
Right.
Shout out. Let's see here. Hoodrich said, y'all hate on the PBC in these comments what has put the best cards out this year and last year, and they not losing millions. Well, Hoodrich, let's keep it 100. First of all, I don't care if they're losing millions. Their ability to do business where they're putting money in their pockets and becoming rich doesn't make the difference for me. I don't care about that, number one. Number two, I don't know if I would say to put out the best cards this year. I don't think the PBC cards that got put out are better than any of them are better than that card that was here on Saturday. Now, the event might have been long. Maybe it was too long. Maybe the main event came on too late. Maybe the card, you know what I'm saying? Eminem, maybe it was an overkill. I don't know how you want to say, but am I ready to say that event wasn't the most stacked card of the year? Nah, bro. That's delusional. Why would I say that? Why say that when that's just not true? You know, maybe the main event was great. Maybe Tank versus Frank Martin was a great fight, but the rest of the card can't compete with the card that we just saw. We just saw on Saturday. I mean, but look, to each their own. Maybe you feel that way, but I'm gonna tell you like this: instead of trying to hold the space accountable and trying to change the space's mind about how they feel about what they saw, ask more questions. Because trying to convince people that they don't like what they like and that they like what they don't like, that only goes so far. You know what I'm saying? That just goes so far. You know what I mean? Somebody eats something from a plate of food, they put in their mouth and they say it's nasty. You go, no, it's not. You just don't know what's good. We'll see how far that gets you. You know what I mean?
What's that question? I'm not understanding that question that Hilbert said.
Is that down to the bottom? Because I'm slow.
Yeah. It's like, all right, he says, but since we on it, will you pay somebody everything in your bank to make nothing? That's crazy. I'm trying to understand the question. I need clarity.
Okay. I think he's talking about Turki Al-Sheikh spending a bunch of money and not making nothing on his money. Well, let me tell you something I've also noticed with Rich, and I'm going to keep it 100, right? I see there's this narrative going on about the way Saudi Arabia runs their country, right? And a lot of the views on how they run their country and how people are trying to say it's a monarchy and all these different things, that's a Western opinion, a westernized opinion about how they're doing things, right? That country is flourishing. They're rich as hell, right? They do what they do. Do I want to live over there? No, I'm an American. I want to live right here. But you thinking that somebody's spending money on their account, you don't even know how much they're spending, first of all. You don't know why they're spending it, right? You don't know what they're invested in. You don't know what looks like a profit for them, You don't know what they're trying to get out of what they're putting money into. You're looking at the bottom line and you're thinking they're doing bad business because they're overspending right now, you would say, even though you don't know the dollar amount. Because I'd ask any of you guys inside the chat right now to let me know how much did they spend on that event on Saturday.
I don't know, but I can say this.
How much did they make?
Mm-hmm. I can say this. Amazon's not calling Turkey a sheik, telling them that they're bad for business. I can guarantee you he ain't saying that, because they definitely put that out in the media that the BBC is bad for business for them, and they're not capitalizing on their ROIs.
I mean, we could talk about it.
I mean,
we could definitely talk about it. You know what I mean? That man is spending his money. He knows how to spend his money. If I go out with you guys and I decide to buy a section and get a bunch of bottles and spend $5 grand, 10 grand on some bottles in the section and get it going, and then I leave. And when I leave the club, you find out I didn't sip on not one liquor that was in any of those damn bottles. You can go around telling people I'm done and dumb and spent all my money for no damn reason. But listen, man, it ain't tricking if you got it. You know what I'm saying? And right. I might have my reasons. You don't know what business opportunities I worked out inside that whole entire room while everybody was drinking off that $10,000 of liquor that I bought, and I only drink water. You don't know what I walked away with. You don't know what I walked away with at the end of the night. You know what I'm saying? Let me see here.
That's not true.
Hold on, let me read. Hold on a second. LaRon Jones says, Clay, the purses have been released from the card. Okay, the purses have been released, but you don't know how much they made. You don't know how much Turkey made back, and you don't know how much was spent on the event. You know what was spent on the purses, but you don't know how much they spent for the building. You don't know how much they spent for the production. You don't know how much they spent on the event. Right? And you don't know if I have my reasons. If I go buy a house in the middle of the hood that nobody's living in, is abandoned, and I'm sitting on the house and I buy the house and I don't rent it out until like 3 to 5 years later, right? You don't know why I bought the house. I'm paying a mortgage on it every month. You might look at it as a depreciating asset. Like, damn, bro, you bought this house, it's broken down, the hood is upside down. You don't know if I have connections with the city. Now I don't know that they're building a movie theater over here, some high rises over here, a Walmart over here. They're putting a school in the district. And if I'm not looking into the future to see what it's going to look like for me in 3 to 5 years, my profit doesn't have to be inside of 6 months to a year from the time I bought it to convince anybody that it's a profitable move for me. I got my own reasons for moving the way I move. It's best to not count what's in my pockets, bro. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what's in my pockets. Be concerned with the service I'm offering you and I'm giving you. If I'm giving you the service you need, that's all you should consider. Turkey, as a fan, what I'm concerned about is the fights that he's giving me. I'm not concerned about his profit margins. I'm not concerned about what he's investing and pulling out of it. I don't make no money with him, and I damn sure don't spend no money with him except for the pay-per-view money that I pay for the fight. So as long as that product's where it needs to be, what else am I conversating about? What am I speaking about? And so what? Let's say he is the dumbest dude in the world and he spend his money, he never make no profit. Does that change the quality of the fights that I'm getting? No, I disagree with you guys. I disagree. I disagree with the idea that the best move and the best idea is for me to deal with boxing as it's been for the past 3 to 5 years. That I should reject that, and what I should accept is whatever they give me. I reject that idea. That don't work for me. It's one thing to point out a problem, but it's another thing to offer a solution. It's another thing to come with a realistic replacement for what's on the table. Nah, bro, you eating steak and everything, you living good, bro, but you really need to go back on this government cheese and this bread, dog, because what you don't understand is the dude that's giving you that steak and everything like that, he doing bad business and losing money, man. So you ain't gonna be able to eat steak and lobster forever. So you might as well stop eating steak and lobster right now so you don't get used to it. And then you can't have you're gonna look stupid when that steak and lobster is gone, bro. Yeah, you ate steak and lobster all them days, but you're gonna look dumb as hell when you look back and find out now you can't get no steak and lobster. Dumbass, you was eating steak and lobster for 2 to 3 years thinking you was gonna eat steak and lobster for the rest of your life. I guess that's one way to think about it.
It comes
go ahead, Ray.
It comes down to this. I'm sorry, I don't want to keep cutting you off. It comes down to this. This is what we're seeing. People are naturally confusing things. One, PBC is not Tank Davis. Tank Davis is Tom Brown, Amazon, number one, and Tank's own promotional company. Number two, PBC is just a promotional asset. Basically, they're just somebody that just makes the event, just as Turkey's doing, and nobody else. They're not there to have fighters. They're not there signing fighters. The fighters that they do have in their stable is not the 300 that we think they are. I know we do say that because they fight under that belt. But they actually have their own promotional companies. We've been told that by even the great Rachel Denier. As far as what Turkey is doing, he's doing nothing different than what people already want from the PBC. So why is it a problem? Because and who said that he wants to take it? And this is not a shot at you. I'm not shouting at you. I'm just saying these are things that are being said all across the media. This is not just something that you just said today. It's just stuff we're addressing. That Saudi's taking over boxing or whatever the case may be. If they're taking over, they're taking over. It is what it is. All they're doing is just selling a platform to promoters where they're crossing the street. What is the big deal? Why are we so hateful to that? Because the guys that want to freeze them out, and excuse me for saying this, Tank wants 2 Ferraris and Canelo wants 200K. Bro, are you kidding me? I mean, 200 million? My bad. I'm gonna up that a little bit. That's crazy. Like that doesn't sell it to me. Like that doesn't give me a reason to say, oh well, this is why we should hate on these guys because they won't give those fighters what they want. Well, then tell the PBC to give them 2 Ferraris and 200 million, and then let's see the fights happen. Because he's asking for it, both of them. Both the fighters are asking for it. So why ain't they offering it for their fights? The thing is, it's funny how they make things look different for other people. I mean, it's the fact that people don't like Bud. It's the fact that people don't like Devin. It's the fact that people are hating on Shakur. It's the fact that people are hating on Turki Al-Sheikh. When they say call Al, I only hear one Al in that. Turki Al-Sheikh. That's what I want to hear. It's crazy because they should be calling him because he's making this happen. And you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the PBC is on board and they're talking behind the scenes at the end of the day. And then y'all have a different tune when they have their fighters constantly on Saudi Arabia grounds or U.S. grounds on Riyadh season. Then what we're gonna say now? Oh, they conned them or they bought them out or it's never an ending to it.
Then what's gonna happen is they'll be okay with it. Then when the people you rock with are rocking with the idea, you'll change up and you'll be okay with it. That's what's gonna happen. Very simple. No excuses gonna have to be made. No explanations gonna have to be made. When your people decide it's okay and they rock with it, then you guys are gonna just rock with it, bro. And there won't be no more. But as long as your who you're a fan of is against it and feels like they're in danger, you feel like you're in danger. And at the end of the day, there's no boxer bigger than boxing. You either a boxing fan, and you just can be honest with yourself. There's some people who don't give a damn about boxing. I know some girls right now who will tell you in 2 seconds, I don't even care about no boxing. I just love me some Tank. I don't even care about boxing. What you gonna say to her? I just love me. Whatever Tank doing, I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You got people that'll say, you got females that'll be like, I don't care about basketball. I only watch when LeBron playing because I love me some LeBron. When LeBron get on that court, I'm feeling that's my boo right there. That's my boo. So, I mean, basketball is cool, whatever, but, only time I watch it is when LeBron plays. I can respect it. But don't tell me you love basketball and the only time you turn the screen on is when the Lakers is playing. Don't tell me that you love basketball and the only time you turn the game on is when the Lakers are playing or when LeBron's playing. You won't even watch the Lakers if LeBron is sick. Nah, he hurt. I ain't even watching the Lakers. You only want to see LeBron. Right. You just want to see LeBron play. Listen, man, I saw Hoodrich say something here. I want to put it up here. Hoodrich said it's an agenda. They're trying to take over the sport and bring it to Saudi. Now you got to go over there to watch your favorite fighters. It's something, but hey, what do I know? Well, no offense, Hoodrich, but the event we just saw this weekend was right there in L.A.
Yes, it was.
That's where the event was. It wasn't in Saudi. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who's selling you guys these ideas and who's pumping these narratives to you guys that got you guys nervous about something you don't even need to be nervous about, from what I can tell. Turkey's events that he's having in Saudi and that he's having over there in the UK, those are UK fighters. You know what I'm saying? Fighting over there. Okay, so he brought Raymond Ford over there, gave him an opportunity. I'm sure Raymond Ford could use a little international exposure. But I don't see where you guys are putting together that he wants to bring everything to Saudi. Does he want to attract tourism to Saudi? Because I heard people complain about that as well, about the flyers at the event, and it says come visit Saudi. You think these dudes, you're sitting here saying they're investing all this money and not getting anything back, and then when they put flyers out there to attract people to come to their country, to attract tourism to their country, aka money, you say they out of pocket. So should they be making money or shouldn't they be making money? Should they have vested interest in what they're doing or shouldn't they have vested interest in what they're doing?
Right.
What do you care? What do you care? You think when Tim Tszyu comes out and boxes over here and then you see he wants to go back to his country, you don't think Tim Tszyu's thinking about his country and thinking about the economy of his country and how much revenue his likeness can bring to his country? Why is that different for Turkey? Of course Turkey has personal interest. Why is everybody acting like that's some big conspiracy? Watch out, man, because they're just trying to get revenue to Saudi. They're spending the money. Why wouldn't they benefit off of what they're spending money on? Put the pressure on your promoters is the key to this game. If you don't like Turkey coming here and doing what he does, then put the pressure on your promoters. Hey, man, y'all need to start throwing these shows the right way. Start giving us the fights we want. But if there's an opening there, what are we complaining about? What are we complaining about? Let's see here.
No. Go for it.
Rich said, I said numerous times, I rock with Turkey. We got the same birthday. All right, then. So that's the conversation we're having right now. The conversation is there's a campaign out here. You know, there was a fight this weekend, 8 fights on that card, bro. At least 7 of them was crazy. You don't hear about none of those fights getting talked about on these content creation spaces. Only a handful of them. What are they saying? Yeah, Turkey ain't make no money. He spent a bunch of money. He did this. He did that. You know, in his country, they don't respect women. Yo, y'all sitting there supporting this guy. Y'all sitting here doing this. Your buddy ain't going to even be able to beat Canelo. You saw that perform. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You see what's happening out here. Okay, let's see here. We got a fan in the building. Laureata de Mexico says F Turkey. Everybody sucking on Turkey's meat, but y'all mad Canelo and Tank ain't sucking his meat like the other fighters. Laureata de Mexico, I think you really want us to be mad. I think the issue is we don't give a damn about whether Canelo fights. We don't give a damn about whether Tank fights. We only want to see them fight if they want to fight. The name of this game is one fighter don't stop no show. We don't care that Canelo don't want to fight nobody. That's Canelo's business. That's what Turkey's letting you know. That's why Turkey put the offer out there. When Canelo made up his mind and decided he was going to move, he said, yo, salute to the king, man. I'm no longer interested in that. This is what I'm focused on. He told everybody, this is what I'm focused on. Nobody's sweating your fighters the way you think they sweating your fighters, bro. I mean, look, they're talented. A-class fighters, bro. Of course you want to see them to fight. To act like I don't want to see them fight, I'd be lying to you. But let me tell you something, bro. If you don't want to fight, peace. 300 plus fighters in the world. 300, 400 plus fighters. I don't know how many fighters are out there, high-level fighters that we could watch, man. Those matches will get made. Those matches will get made. You upset because we really ain't stressing you like that no more. You upset because you feel the energy changing. You feel the energy changing. You see that somebody's out there who's offering these fighters another option than sitting there waiting hands and feet, and that got you bothered. So you up in the chat, running your mouth, feeling some kind of way about nothing. Canelo's getting rich. He got a fight coming. He got your fight coming for you on September 14th. So I know you waiting on that Berlanga fight. What you mad about? Nothing ain't stopping Canelo's life or in your life. He's fighting whoever he feels like it. You loving it.
Right.
What's changed? What's changed? He ain't fighting David Benavidez. He ain't fighting David Benavidez. He ain't fighting Terrence Crawford. You happy? What's changed?
Right.
What you upset about?
Let me give you the funniest thing that's going to happen. And this is going to happen. Because it's already happened. History repeats itself sometimes in sports, right? Actually, all the time in sports. So we just had 2 promoters saying that they'll never do business with Turki Al-Sheikh. 2. For the record. Guess what just happened? They joined the team, right? Oscar De La Hoya and Bob Arum were both saying the same thing. That they ain't going to mess with him. They don't need him. And what the Turkey say? I don't need y'all. You can stay right there. You're going to be missing out. What did Oscar do? And he actually specifically said it to Oscar because Oscar said something crazy. Got Oscar over there rocking with him, sitting next to him, hanging out, smiling, getting in the ring with him while he's accepting his honorary trophy. Not his Hall of Fame trophy, an honorary Hall of Fame trophy. That means that it's, it's not really an inductee. He's just honorarily being recognized.
That's like the New York Jets making my son an honorary Jets player.
Exactly. Listen, they don't get that. They don't understand that word.
You know what they're going to say? Yo, what he do to earn to be a Jets player? That boy only 17 years old, bro. We don't even know what he doing. That's some BS, man. They gave him a jersey and everything, man. They wildin', man. What he do to be a Jet?
Right. Knowing he ain't going out there on Sunday to make no plays.
Listen, bro. That's like them making my wife an honorary Jets player. You know what I'm saying?
They put her in the box and she's the honorary president.
I'm talking about that's the equivalent to making her an honorary player. Like she can get on the field and be a quarterback and play football. Everybody knows damn well my wife ain't playing no football, bro. She ain't gonna play no fucking football, bro. You know what I'm saying? Right. They just made her an honorary member of the team because she's the biggest fan. She's in the crowd waving the flags and waving the signs, and she's attracting. They're like, man, you like a team player. We're gonna make you an honorary team player. Yo, that's messed up, bro. What she do, bro? What is she running, bro? She ain't earning like she ain't running no 4.6 like they did. She ain't drilling like everybody else had to do to try to make it NFL. We all got NFL dreams, and they just gonna give her an honorary. I gotta stop. I gotta try better than that.
At least put her on Tampa Bay.
You know what I mean? Don't put her on over there with Jim. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
it is what it is. Listen, man. And shout out to LeBron Jones. LeBron Jones said, Clay, he said, Clay, both sides are good. Exactly, LeBron.
Right. Absolutely.
Exactly. Nothing Turkey's doing is affecting Tank Davis like that to the point where Tank Davis can't eat. He just got $240 million from Amazon. He's straight. Nothing Turkey LLC's done is hurting what Canelo's doing. He's going to fight Edgar Berlanga on September 14th, bro, and get paid whatever money he was supposed to get paid, bro. Nothing's been affected.
Right.
But maybe y'all see something. And I've always said this to you guys, especially to the Tank fans. Tank's thought and mindset ain't necessarily aligned with the way you thinking.
Right.
How he feels about things don't match how you feel about things. You see threats that Tank don't see as threats. Tank don't got no issues with other people getting their money, moving the way they want to move. The only thing he care about is don't come over here and try to make me move when I don't want to move. Don't try to make me do things I don't want to do. Me.
Fine.
But outside, whatever you doing, he doesn't care. He's solidified. He's good. But you guys be seeing threats before Tank see the threat. You guys see the threat before Canelo sees the threat. Canelo's sitting there like, I ain't got no problem with Turkey, bro, but I told him I'm focused on this fight. He didn't even say, yo, I don't want to do no business with Turkey, bro. Turkey bad for boxing. I ain't doing no business with Turkey. He just said, I'm focused on a fight right now. I'm not paying attention, nothing else but this fight. Turkey said, say less, King. I'm going to move on then and go do my thing. They cordial as hell, chilling. They cordial. But the fan base, like little females, bro. They want to jump up and fight for their man when their man ain't even trying to fight nobody. Sit your ass down, man, and finish that damn drink I bought you, man. Nah, he talking crazy, man. Shut your ass up, man. I'm over here doing what I do. That man doing him, I'm doing me. You over here acting crazy. I ain't what you jumping for? I just don't like the way he looking at you, girl. If you don't go sit your tired ass down somewhere, that's why I don't take you nowhere with me. That's why I don't take you nowhere. That's why I leave you at the crib, because you be doing shit like this. About to get somebody in some drama up in here. That man over there popping bottles, doing his thing with his females. I'm over here with you. We popping bottles, doing our thing. We pushing a foreign outside. We done came to the club in a foreign. We spending more money maybe than they spending up in here. What you tripping about? What they doing? Nah, I just don't like when they in the club. Know me? They act like they trying to.
Clay, you know what they doing? You know what they doing? Tell them this is what they need to do. They need to, when they see Tank in public, they need to just run up on him and tell him that they're his biggest fan. See if he don't get punched or dragged down by security.
T.Y., what you mean what's wrong with that?
Yo, see if he don't get stomped out.
What do you mean what's wrong with that? What's wrong with y'all foreseeing stuff for the fighters? I guess nothing. I ain't tripping. I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. You know, it's probably nothing, bro. I'm making content.
That's it.
I'm making content. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Because look, at the end of the day, As long as I'm getting what I want, I don't care what everybody complaining about.
Yeah, Hillrich laughing. He know I'm right. They ain't running up. Look, all them fans, Hillrich, that they talk about him, they running up on him. They ain't running up on them, man. They'll get stomped out. They'll be thrown against the wall. They'll be calling for the cops.
They get packed out right there in the street.
They be trying. Look, then they be trying to sue Tank. Then they be trying to sue him. Oh, he attacked me.
Yeah. Shout out to listen. Shout out to the content creators who went to that fight. Thought they were going to get press passes, right? Didn't get the press pass, and then the next day put out a video saying, "Yo, Saudi's just out here watching the sport, and Saudi's out here doing all these things, and now their mission is to discredit Saudi. Meanwhile, you apply for press passes to come to the event. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I mean? But as soon as you can't get your camera in there, you can't get your laptop in there. Now, yo, shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? Flying back to your cribs at the airport, mad. You in the airport making videos. Bro. I just want to let y'all know, Saudi's just, you know what I mean, watching the sport, man. And it's not good for boxing. I know you guys are supporting them and they're giving you the fights you want to see and everything like that. But trust me, 3 to 5 years, they're going to take over this whole entire sport. And, you know, not for nothing, you know, they treat their women bad, man. You know, not for nothing. My folks, you know what I'm saying, was over there before and they seen some weird stuff happening in them streets. So y'all go ahead and keep on supporting them Saudi Arabia fights over here in America if you want to. By the way, they don't treat the media right anyway. Anyway, see you guys on the next one. I ain't going to keep you long. I ain't here to tell you how to feel. Blah, 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 blah. They don't treat me anyway. Whatever, man. I'm at the airport waiting on my plane and my flight about to leave. I came out here for nothing. All right, man. I'm out. Click.
You know what it is.
Y'all dudes is hilarious, bro.
Bro,
y'all
you know what it
is
is.
Hilarious.
They out here walking in the morning trying to kick Turkey back in. Walking on camera. Sweaty, hat backwards. You know, man, you know, he ain't do nothing wrong, you know, but Tank should be in there. Y'all don't want to do nothing for Tank or Canelo.
Nah, hold on.
But yeah, you want to support Bud.
So many people in this chat. Yo, TY, man, you my guy, bro. You my guy, TY. You know, TY, ain't nothing wrong with Tank not wanting to be bossed around. Is that what you're getting from what I'm saying? What I'm saying, does it sound like I'm saying that I got an issue with Tank not wanting to come under the fold or come work for Turkey? Or is that what it sounds like I'm saying? I apologize for that. I'm trying my best to articulate myself. I'm working on it, you know what I mean? Because I saw T. Orlando yesterday call me out and say, yo, you know what I mean? You got to watch. Okay, I'm trying to say it the right way. I'm apologizing up front if I'm saying this the wrong way. What I'm saying is it's okay that Tank is a boss. He should be a boss. He shouldn't be doing nothing. What I'm saying is let everybody else eat. Don't complain about Turkey like he's putting the full court pressure on Tank or he's putting the full court pressure on Canelo, because he's not. How can he put the full court pressure on somebody who's made, who's the face of boxing as you know it? There's no pressure on them dudes. You guys got to get out your feelings and stop feeling like there's pressure there, because those guys don't feel that way. I'm trying to tell you guys, be more patient. At least wait for Tank to be like, F Turkey, man, he messing up my money, before you start acting like somebody messing up his money. Right. Tank is chilling. He was just in Paris, bro. You know what I mean? His fix is anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000 when he step out the door. You heard? His jewelry game is $100K to $1 million around his neck, his wrist, and you know what I'm saying? When he walk out the door, he good money. His crib is in the thousands of square footage space, the thousands. You know what I mean? He's in the 5,000s of 10,000s of square footage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, go pay him a visit.
He living his best life, man. He living his best life, bro.
They go walk the Tank house and knock on the door.
Y'all see something coming. Y'all see something coming that he ain't even tripping off of, and now the whole entire space is upside down.
And they trying to put the words in Tank's mouth. That's the crazy part. Pause. They're really trying to make it seem like Tank is saying that, and that's what I'm saying. Go knock on his door and kumbaya with him. Watch what happens. Whoever I'm talking about.
He ain't gonna knock on the door because you gotta get through the gate.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna even get through the gate, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna look like nobody live there. Because you're gonna be at the gate, you're gonna be like this through the gate, like, yo, Tank! Yo, the gate don't work. I can't get the gate to open. The gate. Do you hear? I don't want
hit the button.
Hit the gate. Are you there?
Nope.
I know you hear me.
Yo.
About to
It's
get
crazy,
hit with
right?
a whole taser. About to get hit with a whole taser and packed out and taken to sleep in jail for a night or two. Get your head together. What the hell do you think you're doing out here, young bull? The hell you think you're doing out here, young bull? You got the whole hood going crazy. The neighbors is wilding out. Don't know what you're doing here. Who you know here? Who you know here, young bull? What you doing in this neighborhood? The neighbors are going crazy. Tank won't even know about it till the next day. When the neighbors like, you had some wild dude in front of the gate talking about he was what? Yeah, he was yelling your name and everything, trying to get in the gate, man. We had to call the cops on him and get him locked up, man. I didn't even know that happened. That's crazy. Yeah, lock all them up. I don't know no insurgents. I don't know nothing about no insurgents. I don't know no insurgents, bro. You heard?
Yeah, he said he had a YouTube channel. He had a YouTube channel.
You know what I mean? I don't know no insurgents.
Say he was your biggest fan.
I don't know no insurgents, bro. Lock all
them
up.
He defends you every day. He said that.
It is what it is, man. That's why they all in their own lane. 100% LeBron Jones. And shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The Tank fans, the Bud fans, the boxing fans, the Haney fans, all the fans, man. This is the Continental, baby. Everybody can exist over here. Everybody kicks it over here, man. It's the Continental. Right. Outside the doors of the Continental, I don't know what you guys are doing. I don't know who's taking shots at each other. Y'all in danger. I can't do nothing for you outside. But in here, have you a drink, man. Leave your guns at the front desk. Leave all your weapons at the front desk. Go get you a drink. Go get you a massage. You know what I mean? Go get you a little section, couple bottles. We got it all here for you, man. You good. Welcome to the Continental, man. You safe here, man.
Right. No blood should be shed on the Continental grounds.
None will be, man. You good. You straight. Get you a room or get you a hotel room up there. Let you get some rest. Sleep easy. Nobody's coming. Sleep easy. We'll see you in the morning. Breakfast is gonna be ready for you. We'll see you in the morning. Right. Let me see here. TY said, I ain't talking about a dude's money or Jews house talking about him not wanting to biz someone. I ain't talking about a dude's money or TY. You see that look on my face? Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what you're saying here. Maybe you might want to say it again. I'm lost. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to put it together. I don't know. I'll revisit what you said here later. Maybe it'll come to me. Salute to LeBron James. Rich said, y'all crazy. We all crazy. You know that's why you're here, Rich, because we dumb. We stupid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, we stupid.
Ain't far from the streets, but I ain't far from stupid.
All I'm saying is, guys, have some perspective, man. Give peace a chance, man. Let the other guys eat. It's okay to see Bud with somebody behind him and trying to make big events and give him his flowers because he's earned it, bro. And he didn't earn it because you think he's earned it. He's earned it because he did the work, and Turkey sees the value in him. If Turkey want to trick, let him trick. Let him trick, man. He could trick. Hey. It's okay, man. It's okay. Bud's a 4-weight class champion, 2-time undisputed champion. Let somebody trick on him and put him up
pound for pound number one.
Let him put on the stage and watch the stage raise up with him and let the light shine on him for a minute. Let the crowd bathe in his glory, bro. Then let the stage come down. Let him come down in the ring and have one of those biggest fights and be part of the biggest events, man. He got dreams too, bro. He got aspirations he wants for himself and his family too, bro. Right. Let Shakur go out there and get somebody behind him who's willing to finance the fights he wants to get into with William Zepeda, with Lomachenko, and yes, damn it, with Tank Davis as well, bro. Let somebody get behind Shakur, put their hand on his shoulder, and be like, "I got your back, bro. I got the bag, man. Stop letting these people fool you, man. Who you want to fight, bro? Point at him. Who you want to fight, man? Let me right here.
He said, point at him.
Man, I got you, man. Go sit down. Stop. You don't have to worry about Twitter and getting them mad no more, bro. Go train, bro. I'ma holler at him. Yo, my guy. Hey, yo. Let me holler at you. Let me talk to you. Who? That's your manager? Hey, man, big fights, man. Let's make some big money together, man. I know what you're trying to do. My guy want to do something. He need that push. Nobody else is doing it. Bob don't think he worth it. Bob wanting to fight an Aratunian. He want him to fight a Yoshino. You know what I'm saying? That's not who he want to fight, bro. Let somebody shine with them, bro. And let somebody give them some love too, bro. Let David Benavidez get lined up for an undisputed light heavyweight championship, bro. Y'all not giving him the undisputed championship shot at 168. He can't get it with y'all. So what you mad about when he goes somewhere else to go get it? Let him go get that. Let him be him. You couldn't do it, bro. You know when Gucci, shout out to Gucci man. I'm about to go somewhere left with it. I'm going to go left with it. Shout out to Gucci man. Because when Gucci man, if y'all don't know the story, right before he was going to go to jail, Gucci Man had Young Thug, the Migos, Rollo. He had the whole city of Atlanta on lock, and all the artists that you guys are listening to right now that's popping, about 75% of the ones that coming out of Atlanta was under Gucci Man. But when he had to go away, he made the decision. Yo, I'm gonna let these dudes fly. Nah, man, you go over there to QC, man. My guy's gonna take care of you, man. Nah, hell no. You ain't gotta buy me out the contract. You ain't gotta do none of that, man. It's love, man. You guys are too talented to be held back by my issues, by the things that I'm going through right now. You guys are way too talented for that. So I'm not gonna even hold you up. We'll talk later. When I get out, maybe we do some business. When I get out, you guys will be so far in the game. Y'all make a path for me, and y'all might pull me up. Go ahead and do what you do. Wasn't no hate. Shout out to Gucci Man. A real dude from the East Side. Decatur, stand up. Stand up, man. Your boy making you look good. It's good to look good. Smelling like Versace out here, man. Smelling good, looking good out here, man. Shout out to Decatur, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Crazy. You know what I mean? Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself, man. As a fan, don't cheat yourself, treat yourself, baby. Big fights are getting made and we get to watch them, bro. They're gonna charge us for them, but they charging you to see Canelo fight Berlanga too. You heard?
Yep.
They charging you to see you know what I'm saying? They charging you to see Tim Tszyu fight Keith Thurman. Oh yeah, that's what they were gonna give you.
Oh yeah. You
know what I mean?
That's
Keith
what
got
they wanted
hurt.
to get
Y'all
you.
got Sebastian Fedor, but they definitely was getting ready to charge y'all for that Keith Thurman fight. Y'all definitely was about to pay for it.
And what was the real story behind that, Clay? What was the real story behind that? What was the real story behind that? Who was they supposed to? Who was that fight really supposed to be?
Y'all wasn't gonna pay for that. Y'all know y'all wasn't gonna pay for that. Fire Nation, stand up. I know 5-6 Nation in the building. I know y'all wasn't finna pay for no damn Tim Tszyu fight, no damn Keith.
I know. I'll be honest with you. I said I wasn't. I said, bro, I ain't paying a dime for this fight. I literally said that. I was on the record of saying that.
Listen,
why would I
pay for that Canelo fight? We'll see who's gonna pay for that Canelo fight.
And they put Pitbull and Rolly Romero on the co-main.
He said, y'all keep issuing on the PBC. Remember it. I'm not issuing on the PBC.
I'm not. It's not that, bro. We're getting.
What I'm saying is, y'all gonna pay for that. Y'all gonna pay for this.
Right. That's what
nothing for
saying.
Free.
Yeah.
I'm saying y'all gonna pay for that. Y'all gonna pay for this. It is what it is, bro.
And at the end of the day, can somebody really explain to me what the PBC is besides Rachel O'Neal? Because I do know what it is, but I want to know if anybody.
What it is, Ray. Nobody knows what it is.
Exactly.
Let them think whatever they want to think about what the PBC is. Pay for it, live your life, bro.
Where's Al Heyman at?
Bro. However you feel about it is what it is. Just what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do is stop hating on the next man. Whatever you feel like is happening over there, and whatever you know it to be, and whatever the story is that you understand about behind it, that lets you, whatever it is, God bless you. You're allowed to do that. I'm not trying to highlight the negative or the cons of the people you stand by. That's not what this is about. This is about, you don't need to hate on what the next man's doing, how he living, how he getting it, how he moving, what his wave is. You ain't gotta hate on that. That's what's out of pocket. I don't care. I'm not throwing shots at the PBC. What I'm saying is, if they doing that, the next man can do that.
It doesn't matter.
That's it.
It doesn't. Look, LeBron Jones, we're not saying that it matters. What we're trying to get at, right? What we're trying to get at is, yeah, like, yo, listen, bro.
Yo, like, wait, hold on, Ray, hold on one second.
Go for it.
Listen, LeBron, listen to me. The people who we're talking to are taking the PBC, and they're fighting the fight that they're fighting. Right. They're hating on everybody else in the name of the PBC. The PBC ain't doing it. The PBC is chilling. The PBC got David Morrell, Isak Cruz, and Rayo Valenzuela fighting on a turkey card. The PBC ain't doing this. The people that are speaking and attacking and making this a big deal, they're doing it in the name of the PBC. So we're letting those people know, like, hey, bro, the PBC's doing what they've been doing for years, man.
Oh, no, I got him, Clay. He said, no, that's not. He meant where's Al. With that whole where's Al thing.
Well,
I'll just say that
that's just a shot at the fans.
Yeah, that was at the fans, bro. That wasn't towards the PBC. That was definitely
that's what the fans say. That's the fans line.
Yeah. That was just me playing.
Fans always tell everybody. The PBC fans are notorious for telling everybody to call Al, bro. So he's just making fun of the fans. He's not talking about, you know what I mean?
Right. They run with everything that's said. Look,
let's see.
Guarantee.
Hold on. Ty said, Clay, we need Turkey to make the Bud fight then, right now. Then why he got to make it right now? Did you gonna be mad at me? Did the PBC make Canelo and Benavidez right now?
Nope.
Did they make Bud and Terrence? Did they make Bud and Errol right now? Did they make Tank and Devin right now?
Nope.
Did they make Tank and Shakur right now?
Nope.
Did they make? You know what I'm saying? You want me to keep going down the list? Did they make any of that happen right now?
What about Keith Thurman, Bud, Keith Thurman, Earl? Never happened.
I'm just saying. At the end of the day, bro, everybody can eat.
Yeah,
monkey don't stop no show, bro.
And to make matters worse, just so we clear that we're talking about the fans, right? Take Turki'S and the whole Riyadh season out of the equation a year ago. Who was they kicking backs in? Top rank. Oh, the PBC doing right things. PBC, why are they getting at the PBC? Top rank ain't doing nothing. Their fighters over there doing this. Bro, they always attacking another promotional company, the fans, because of who their favorite fighter fights for or fights with or fights on. It's not because they care about boxing. That's our point. The point is we're trying to make is that we're talking about boxing and what's good for boxing and what has been great for boxing. Yeah, they put on good events. I think this is one of the hottest years in boxing I've seen in a long time. I think we see nothing but week to week fights or month to month fights. Crazy. It doesn't matter who was a promotional company, and I'm not holding anybody down or back from that. You know what I mean? But the point of the matter is we hear these people every day talking crazy about dumb things that make no sense. I'm telling you, I told you, the dude was in the morning running, talking about Turkey al-Sheikh, talking about why Canelo did the right thing, talking about you ain't got those 2 Ferraris a couple months ago. Like, bro, does that even matter? Like, come on. What?
Shout out to Don King.
What are those? Yeah, right? For real. Like, it's crazy.
My God,
and then you got another dude out there talking about Turkey. Talking about Turkey trying to take over and he overpaying Bud and this and that. How do we know what he overpaying him? Why are we in his pockets? What if we was to say that he overpaying, excuse me, Hood Rich for this, but what if we say he overpaying Tank or he's overpaying Canelo? Because Canelo said he want 200 million. I don't see nobody over there offering him that. So is he really overpaying him if he told him no? Don't seem like he wasted money to me. When he said you want 2 Ferraris, Bill offered to buy him himself. He said, what colors you want? Turkey said, I ain't give you 2 Ferraris. I'll give you 2 boxing gloves. You can do what you want with the money because it's going to be a bag. You want those 2 Ferraris, you can buy them. But you got to come over and make a deal. Let's talk. My thing is, bro, and no disrespect to Tank or any one of these guys. Listen, they're entitled to their opinions, and eventually you'll start seeing all these people lock arms because everyone is skeptical of something new, right? Everyone's skeptical of something new. And what's new is what's old because these people have been branded to money and what people's pockets are and what the the public information of people's pockets. Man, I don't want to know what's in anybody's pockets if I can't touch it. And pause by that. I mean, if I can't spend that money, why do I care? Matter of fact, they're taking my money. I want to see the fights. I wanted to see Devin Tank. I would like to see Loma Tank. I would like to see Shakur Tank. I would like to see Shakur Devin. I don't care who it is. I wanted to see these things. Guess what? They didn't happen. But I ain't crying fits and calling them ducks and calling them bums. And the only person I did call a bum was Teofimo. Sorry, he ducked a few people, but it is what it is. And at the end of the day, why are they hating? Because you know what they were? Besides Tank, you know where all these fighters that said Riyadh season was a joke, Clay? You know where they were on Saturday? Because I seen the building. I seen them all there. Were all the fighters there? I seen Tio there. I seen Keyshawn there. You know what I mean? The Vargas brothers. Yo, I can go on and on. On and on. They was all over there at that fight. Reggie, you probably were there too, knowing you. You know, you all over the place. Pause. But yeah, it's a lot of things going on, man, over there in those he is a bum, Karma. I agree with you. Listen, I got
I
to
don't think you're a
listen.
bum, T.O. I don't think you're a bum, bro. We're
Let me
going to
send.
talk about you tonight, though, but I don't think you're a bum. I just think we'll talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it right now.
Yeah, that's my
I don't
opinion,
think
by
you're a
the
bum,
way.
T.O. I
My
don't
opinion.
think you're a bum. Well, let me tap in
He's
right quick,
definitely a
right?
duck.
Let me answer some of these questions right here, right quick. I saw that somebody here said let me see, Clay, we need Turkey. You call him Turquito. See how you do, TY? See how you do it?
Turquito.
You call him Turquito, make the Bud versus Boots right now. Listen, man.
Why?
At the end of the day, the fighter's going to do what the fighters want to do. Turkey can only facilitate what people allow him to facilitate, right? Like clearly, like hindsight says he wanted to make Canelo versus Crawford. Canelo don't want it. He can't make that fight happen. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it. Benavidez wanted Canelo. That couldn't be. Obviously, we understand this, right? Boots wants to unify and become an undisputed champion at 147. Terrence wants to do his business at 154. They're not in the same weight class. So I know you know this, right? But what you want to do is, and just remember, you guys, what you're being resistant to and what we're pushing back at each other on is one thing. I'm pushing back at you guys and say, listen, man, let another player come in the game and give you the fight you want to see. You want to argue, just remember, you want to argue and justify boxing remaining in the state that it is. You want to act like last year people weren't complaining about getting the fights. You want to act like last year you almost didn't get Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. You want to act like you almost didn't get Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. You want to act like you almost didn't get Better Beef versus Bivol to win undisputed light heavyweight championship. You want to act like these things weren't happening until another player came in the game and facilitated a space to provide you and myself as a fan an opportunity to see the best fight the best. You want to act like that's not the case. You want to say down with us seeing what we wanted to see, and we should stay loyal to paying $80 a month to see Danny Garcia fight Erislandy Lara. Say yes, right? That's what you want us to do. You want us to say yes to no more free cards, all pay-per-views, no matter who's fighting. Y'all don't remember a time when pay-per-view was reserved for the best to fight the best, for belts to be unified, for the biggest championship fights to be fought. Y'all don't remember those times. Now y'all just used to paying $80 just to watch boxing. Shout out to the Zone, because we're gonna definitely be watching Sergey Bahacek and Virgil Ortiz fight this weekend on the Zone app. We'll be watching it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to act like boxing doesn't have any holes that need to be closed up. Y'all want to act like there's no space for the energy that a new player is bringing to the game. I'm gonna stop saying his name because I know his name is triggering. So I'm just gonna call him the new player. You feel me? I'm gonna call him the new player. Y'all act like there ain't no holes to be patched. Y'all act like the guys you guys are fighting so much or fighting for so much was closing those holes, that they're already checking these boxes. You know what I mean? I hear that everybody's trying to say the fighters feel some kind of way. I don't get it. I don't see what fighter feel. Where's the fighters at that feel some kind of way? Outside of the two faces of boxing that also hasn't said they felt any kind of way. Who's been complaining? Everybody's been trying to get on the train. Why do you think Oscar came up to the plate and was like, you know what? I need to put Virgil in position to do what I got to do. He's my next superstar, man. I need to get in position. I need help. I ain't going to front. Mm-hmm. We want the events to get bigger. We want the biggest fights. So now I ain't got to go and do a deal with Matchroom and do it on Matchroom or do a deal with Top Rank. I could do it on Rehab. And we both can meet on Rehab and both be on that platform and both get what we're supposed to get out of it, and the fans can get what they want to get.
Right.
They're boxing fans in their own right as well. They want to facilitate and see the biggest fights as well, but they don't want to get got. They don't want to give up what they've built to somebody else. So they hold it close to their chest. So now there's this neutral ground. There's this continental space now where everybody can show up, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it. And everybody can just get paid what they want to get paid premium, put their guns at the front desk and not worry about it not cut no corners, and their fighters can get what they want to get, which is an opportunity to become great, which is what they came in the sport to try to do. That's what they came in the sport for when they were young. They saw Muhammad Ali, they saw Roy Jones, they saw Floyd Mayweather, they saw Mike Tyson, they saw George Foreman, they saw somebody who they aspired to be like. They wanted to be in those big fights, in the rumble in the jungles and the thriller in Manilas, and they wanted to be involved in all those kind of scenarios. They wanted to have their own scenarios. But mommy and daddy and Uncle Larry were too busy fighting, and they couldn't get on the same page, so they had to fight who was in their house. Now the promoters can facilitate them to get the dreams they want to get, and provide and facilitate a space for us, the fans of this era, 2024, for us to get an opportunity to celebrate and see boxing the way our fathers and our grandfathers and our uncles saw it. Y'all got to open your eyes and see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Open your eyes and see the bigger picture. See the bigger picture, man.
Yes. Look, right there. But yo, at the end of the day, yo, make sure we get the likes up. You know what I mean? Smash the like button. If you haven't subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon.
So there you go, Ty.
Notifications.
There you go, Ty. There you go. I'm on the same page as you. Shout out, man. That's it, Ty. I'm on the same page as you, bro. Great minds think alike, brother. I'm on the same page as you, man. I don't give a damn either. I don't care who take over boxing. Just make the fights.
That's it.
Boxing is an international sport, bro. It's not America's sport, bro. It's not England's sport. It's not Saudi's sport. It's not Australia's sport. It's an international sport, bro. It's world championship boxing. It's not the NBA. It's not the NFL. It's not baseball. It's not hockey. It's world championship boxing. Who taking over what? What are we talking about? Who taking over what, bro? We watching all the fights, whether it happens over there in Wimbledon, whether it happens in Riyadh, whether it happens in Los Angeles, whether it happens in Atlanta, Brooklyn, Australia, wherever it happens at, Japan, wherever it's happening at, we watching it. We watching it. What are you talking about, take over boxing? What are you talking about, I don't care who take over boxing? What is that? I don't. I want to see the best guy take over boxing. I want to see the best boxer be the champion. I don't want to see a boxer be champion because he's freezing out all the best competition in the world and he just gets the belt by default. That's why Jared Anderson caught them beats, man. I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why Jared Anderson looked the way he did the other night, man. Y'all thought he was him. And then he found out he wasn't him. Shout out to Jared Anderson, man. I know he's at home, chilling with his family, working on his craft, scheduling to work on his craft. He's going to come back better than ever. And the reason he's going to come back better than ever because he stepped in the ring with some competition that showed him you got more to work on. Hard to tell somebody who's winning all the time and who's on a 20 knockout streak that he needs to improve in something. It's hard to show them that he needs to improve in something. You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. TY said, you trying to tell me Ortiz is an easier fight to make than Boots versus Bud? Or is Bud just don't want the fight? Because clearly Ortiz does not bring nothing. You know that, Clay. What are you talking about, bro? If Boots wants to fight Bud, Boots can come up to 154, put himself in some title shots, get himself a shot at the IBF, get in the way, become part of the journey, become part of the conversation, and him and Bud can fight then. But as long as Boots is hanging down at 147 to become undisputed and Bud's at 154, a champion, a unified champion damn near up there already, and he's aiming at being undisputed, they're not in the same conversation, bro. What you want is, you want Bud to do what you want him to do. You want Boots to do what you want him to do. I understand that. I want to see them fight as well. But don't act like the writing ain't on the wall, like you don't see why they're not fighting yet. Like I keep telling you guys, the fighter's mindset don't necessarily align with your mindset. See, you want to look at it like Bud is ducking Boots or don't want to fight Boots. You don't want to look at it for what it is. Boots knows how to get that fight. He knows Turkey wants him to have that fight. He knows what he needs to do to make that fight. Boots ain't interested in that fight right now. Boots is interested in unifying and becoming undisputed at 147, and you can't accept that. You want it to be Bud's fault. You want it to be Bud should cut weight and go down to 147. If I know what you're thinking, I get it. But that's not necessarily how he's thinking about it. Last time I saw them dudes walk past each other, they were saluting each other, laughing. Hey man, you good? Yeah, I'm good. They're both celebrating the positions they're in. They're both right there with Turkey. They're both right there with Eddie Hearn and that whole entire team over there getting lined up for the biggest fights, getting their biggest paydays. It was a sunny day in Los Angeles for them. For you guys, you know what I'm saying? For you guys, y'all might see it a little differently. You know what I mean? Yeah, and Ortiz versus Bud is a great fight, bro. What are you talking about? If Ortiz runs through Serhii Bohachik this weekend and puts some hands in and beats on him and becomes a mandatory, why not watch them fight? That's a competitive fight, man. Virgil Ortiz is a great fighter, dude. He got some healing to do. We need to see how his body is going to adapt to the weight cut and to everything he's trying to get put together right now. But listen, if he earns his way into a title shot with Bud by beating the brakes off of a top contender at 154 and Serhii Bohachik, then why not give him the fight? Why not give him the fight? What's the story, man? What's the story? You know what I mean? Why not, man? It's boxing. 154 stacked to the ceiling, brother. Ain't nothing but fights to make at 154, man. Bud's sitting good. I keep trying to tell you, ain't nobody worried about what Canelo doing, bro. That was a fantasy fight we wanted to see, but we ain't got to see, bro. There's plenty of other fights to make, man. 154 is on fire right now. Y'all ain't know?
Yes.
Y'all been in the dark? I know on these other channels, you know what I'm saying, they're not talking about boxing that much nowadays. They're talking about people's money and gates and you know, money in, money out, and ROIs and you know, government policies in other countries and bringing world peace. They talking about everything except for boxing on these other channels. They like a damn new cell phone. You know these cell phones, you know what they do? Everything but cell phone. This shit's a balance your checkbook. They'll get you from, if you lost them somewhere, they'll get you fit. You can draw on them. You can do everything, but you can't get a good signal unless you're in the restaurant. You can't be on the phone for longer than a few minutes before it's getting dropped. These cell phones are doing everything but cell phoning. You know what I'm saying? They're doing everything but phoning. You know what I mean? I know that's what these content creation spaces are doing. They're doing everything but boxing. They talking about everything but boxing. So you might be shocked to know that 154 pounds is lit. That there's fights to be made up there. That Tim Tszю's about to fight. That he's coordinating a fight to become the IBF champion, about to challenge Backroom for that IBF title. You might not know that. I don't know. That's what we're here to do, though. We the content. It's our job to put y'all on. So I apologize for y'all not knowing. You know what I'm saying? For you guys not knowing that Jamel Charlo's talking about coming back. That Errol Spencer's negotiating a fight with Sebastian Fundora. That titles are being exchanged. That unified championships are happening. That big fights are happening. That 154 stacked to the ceiling. That's my bad. I ain't telling you yet. I get it. I don't expect you to get it from nowhere else. I know my job. I apologize, bro. I'm gonna stay on my job. My bad. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Rod Scott said, Claymore, these content creators will talk about Tank Davis' chain for 2 hours. Talk about it, man. Counting the diamonds and the rocks in the chain. Like, yo, nah, bro. There was 50 stones in that piece, man. Nah, you bugging. You don't even know. Yo, I'll debate you right now. Put the slow motion. There was at least 63 stones in his chain, bro. Y'all talking crazy. Yo, Tank got 10 braids in his hair, bro. You talking about he got 6 braids. You don't even know. Bring it back, bro. Tank had 10 braids in his hair that night, bro. Everybody saw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. See? Stupid. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? Nah, man. Tank's handbag was Balenciaga, dummy. It wasn't no Versace. Tank don't wear Versace. Get the video. Roll the Tank. You know what I'm saying? Roll the Tank. You know what I'm saying? His shoes wasn't. Nah, his shoes was Alexander McQueen. Stupid, dumb. You think you know so much? Bring the tape back. You see? Nah, got you. They were barely. Come on, man. You know what y'all do. You know what y'all doing. It's all good. Y'all come here. We're gonna talk boxing over here, bro. We're gonna break down the 154-pound weight class division. Let's go ahead and move the topic on. Let's talk about Teofimo, Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Teofimo and his father. You know what I'm saying? Pushing. They pushing for the fight with Terrence Crawford. They want Terrence Crawford. I think they want him to come down to 147, but I heard Teofimo's father say that they're willing to go to 154, but he kind of started reneging on a little bit and started talking about catchweight talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he starts, but in the beginning he said they were willing to go to 154. You know what I mean? Told Terrence Crawford smack him, punch him in his face. That, let me tell you something. Right now, the Lopez family sounding super thirsty and desperate. They sound like they behind on their mortgage or something. You know what I'm saying? Because they sound like they need this fight ASAP. They need this bag ASAP by any means necessary. Winning ain't the most necessary part of it. The fight needs to happen. They want some of that Turkey money. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, Turkey has put a crosshair on the back of Terrence Crawford's back because he's actually a money fight for these fighters right now. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, I need that fight next. And that's why they left you thirsty ass dudes outside that press conference. You feel me? That's why they won't let you win, because you're too thirsty. You're talking crazy. You're talking crazy. I done told you guys already the way to get the fight with Bud. Go fight Boots. Go fight Boots. Boots in line for that. Go fight Boots, man. Before he leave 147 to go 154, go fight Boots.
Right.
Brian Norman's cool, but Brian Norman ain't gonna get you Bud. Boots might not get you Bud, but it's a way better argument than sitting here believing that Bud should sit there and come down to 147 so you can come up for 140 to fight him because you know you can beat him. You bring nothing to the table, bro. That's what you have to understand. Yeah. You was a unified champion at 135 pounds. Yeah. You beat Josh Taylor. Yeah, we know that already. Please don't repeat that BS to us. We ain't trying to hear none of that right now. Please don't bring that up right now. Okay? Don't bring that up to a 2-weight class undisputed champion, 4-weight class champion. Don't bring that up to him, bro. You haven't even done a pay-per-view yet. Okay? You haven't even done a pay-per-view yet, bro. You gotta relax.
Bro, that was gas face all the way, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta chill.
Do what?
You
gotta
relax. You ain't even do a pay-per-view. You ain't even fought a co-main event on a pay-per-view. You ain't even fought a co-main event. Okay?
Teofimo.
Bob don't see you like that. That's not what Bob see for you. Do what you said you was gonna do a couple weeks ago. Let the matchmakers make the fights and get busy, bro. Fight 3 to 4 times a year, man.
Go fight a couple of Claggets.
Go fight some Claggets. You know, it's not even that serious. You don't gotta fight no Claggets, bro. Go fight Devin Haney. Go fight Rayo Venezuela. Go fight who else is the other champion there? Who's the IBF champion at 140 right now? What's his name? Liam Paro.
Yep.
Go fight Liam Paro. Go fight the fights in your division, man. Unify. Become an undisputed champion down there. Shit, go fight Brian Norman, like you said you're gonna do. What you worried about what Bud doing, bro? Don't you know Bud ain't fighting you? Did he just tell you already you ain't bring nothing to the table? If you that serious, go up to 154 right now. What are you, the WBO champion? Go to 154 right now and go fight the winner of Virgil Ortiz and Serhii Bacek and get a mandatory spot so you can be the next one to fight. Go beat one of them.
Mandatory, he ain't fight yet.
Yeah, or WBC. Fight Puello. My bad, you right. Puello at the WBC. King.
Didn't he get smacked by his mandatory? He ain't fight yet?
Yeah, go fight Arnold Barbosa.
He smacked him, right? And after one of the fights?
Who?
Did he smack him? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Was it after the Rolly fight? It was after the Rolly fight, right?
No, he ain't smack him. He ain't smack him.
Oh, he smacked him. He said he smacked him.
He lying. He ain't do that. I ain't see him do that. He lying. I don't believe him, bro. He ain't slap Arnold Barbosa, bro. I don't believe him.
No. Barbosa said he smacked Tio. Remember he said
yeah. That might have happened. Word. That might have happened. You know what I mean? Yeah, Champ Ross. Ross Scott, Lubin is nice, but undersized for 154. I don't think he's undersized. I think we talked about this already, Ross Scott. I think he's where he need to be. I just think there's a lot of big people at 154. You know what I mean? I think him cutting down to 147, competing down there might be a little depleting to him. I think 154 might be where he need to be, but I don't know. You know, dudes don't want to sit here eating chicken and poached chicken and unseasoned broccoli, you know what I'm saying, for a living. You know what I'm saying? They want to eat good and live their life. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to sit there eating poached chicken breast with broccoli with no seasonings and a dessert of sugarless air. You heard? Right. That's not what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Chill. What's going on here? Let me see what's going on in the chat, man. Yeah, they want to skip the line. T.O. need to get that rematch against Kambosos.
Thank you. I was going to say that. I didn't want to say it. I said, I don't hear him calling out Cambo. He been saying he be trying to fight him for the longest. I ain't never hear Cambosa say he ain't never want a rematch.
Yeah.
He's still waiting for it.
Yeah. So T.O., chill, man. Relax, man. You
He
sound
need to
crazy.
rematch Jermaine Ortiz.
You're really nowhere near this conversation. You're nowhere near it happening. I don't believe it. Maybe Turkey might get some interest. Maybe he might. I don't know. I don't see it. I know you don't see it. I know you don't see it. I don't know what you think you're doing. I don't know what you think you're doing. But I'm going to tell you, don't get hung up on it too long. Because the last time I seen you going out like this and talking like this, you chilled and ain't fight for like almost 2 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? For a year and a half. Last time I seen you talking like this, you tricked yourself out of your own legacy. Then you came back, gave a lackluster performance. You fought a nobody on a card we don't even remember. You went and fought Ocampa, and we didn't even know about it. Found out about it in the last minute, like, oh, he fighting Ocampa? We didn't even know. Right. Then you said you were retiring again, but then you came back and you fought Sandor Martin and you saw the ish show you put on. Everybody thinks Sandor beat you. Then you went and beat on Josh Taylor. You gave us a good performance, and then you said you're retiring because you ain't getting the money you want. You were a superstar. Then you came back out of retirement. I don't want to go down the whole timeline with you. I'm just saying, man. Let the matchmakers do their job.
Jermaine Ortiz his due, bro.
Yeah, I'm just, you know what I'm saying? We know what happened. You feel me? We know what happened, bro. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is be busy, man. Fight who's in front of you. Fight who want to fight you. You know what I'm saying? You can't make nobody fight you, bro. Especially somebody like Terrence Crawford right now in the position he's in. You already know what it is. And I know we got some fans in here. You know what they're gonna say, Clay? I mean, what they're gonna say, Ray? Let me tell you what they're gonna say. They're gonna say, so why Terrence get to say he want to fight Canelo? Okay, what? Listen, man, don't worry about what Terrence doing. Worry about what you're doing.
That's it.
Terrence got the bag on him. He got somebody who's putting the bag on him. T.O., you over there with Bob Arum, bro. Focus on keeping Bob Arum's attention on you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Bob Arum looking at a lot of people. You're looking at Abdullah Mason right now. You're looking at Keyshawn Davis right now. You're looking at Ray Moritara right now. Make sure he don't forget about you, bro. Make sure he don't forget you exist. Because I'll tell you right now, I know Bob Arum don't want nothing to do with this damn Terrence Crawford fight. He ain't even know what the hell you talking about. I ain't hear Bob Arum one time come out there and like, we keep on sending offers. We're sending offers to Terrence Crawford, and he's rejecting them. Bob Arum like, bro, when you done being an asshole, excuse my French, let me know when you're ready for me to make you a fight, bro. You sounding crazy right now. Are we still doing Brian Norman or what? Are we still doing that, or are we waiting on Turkey to give you Terrence? What are we talking about?
Maybe he waiting for Bud Light to reset him up with a sponsorship.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
T.O.'s dad called Crawford pussy on Punch Drunk today. I know. T.O.'s dad is another dude, bro. Yo, T.O.'s dad, man. T.O. Senior, man. Listen, man. Let me talk to you, brother. Let me talk to you, man. You know what I mean? Take this for whatever it's worth. Yo, bro, consider going to rehab, man, and going to an Alcoholics Anonymous program, bro. You really out here sauced up.
Him and Henry Garcia. Sorry.
You really out here sauced up. You really out here looking crazy on these cameras. You looking crazy out here and sauced up when you asking people to punch you in your face when they see you. Let's just be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. When you asking a professional boxer who got 11 straight knockouts outside of his last fight to come and punch you in your face, you don't care. You just want this fight. You're doing too much, bro. You're doing too much. When it gets to that point, when you talking like that on camera, slurring your speech with the shades on inside the building, let me tell you, I ain't never really rock with you dudes who be inside the damn buildings with the shades on, bro. I'm an old school dude, bro. I don't really believe in that too much. I'm not really rocking with you dudes to do that. Y'all always look weird to me. I'm gonna tell you straight up. When I'm in if I'm in a bar or when back in the day, because I don't do the club no more. You see the beards in my hair. My wife upstairs, my kid up in his room getting ready to start school in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm up here. This is my domain. I'm in the crib, but I'm gonna keep it real with you. Back in the day when I used to be like popping bottles in the club and doing my thing, you weirdos always look crazy to me with your shades on inside that dark club. You could barely see what's going on in the club without them on. Y'all looking crazy with you. So when I see any of you guys with your shades on inside the building, I already know what's going on. You hide in the window, see your soul, bro. We know what's going on, man. There's dysfunction there, man. And I know the alcohol ain't helping that dysfunction function correctly. So here it is, man. Get off the camera for a little bit, man. Bring somebody else to help T.O. a little bit. Your son who you love. And go get yourself some help, man. Go get sober, man. I'm going to keep it 100 with you, bro. You can say whatever you want to say, man. You looking crazy out here in these YouTube streets on these cameras, talking crazy. I done seen you in the bathtub, sauced up, and then with your foot hanging out the tub, doing interviews with Bunch. I seen it, bro. You going left, bro. You doing a whole lot, bro. You need to consider that, man. Shout out to Henry Garcia, because we ain't heard from him. As far as I know, he doing his thing. Maybe he getting cleaned up. You know what I mean? They got a whole lot of things going over in the Garcia. So, you know what I mean? But Teofimo Sr., work on a strategy for your son, bro. Stop letting him freestyle inside the ring and sit up there and get pieced up by Claggets. You know what it is. Your man don't even know how to cut the ring off correctly right now, man. That's on you.
Jab.
That's on you, bro. He let Jermaine Ortiz run all around the ring on him and dance around him and jab him up and establish that distance damn near the whole match, bro. At least the judges saw fit to give you a win to push on with your career. But the real ones know when they lost, even when they won, so that they can work on why they lost so they don't lose in real life. The real ones recognize. The fake ones take the victories and think they did everything they were supposed to do. Remember, I told you that. Shout out to Jared Anderson, man. Shout out to Jared Anderson.
That's a good matchup, man. That's a good matchup. I don't know. I mean, Carl's the younger fighter. He has different styles and techniques, so I mean, he can switch it up. But Puello's a rangy fighter, so I mean, it go either way, bro. I don't know. I have to see how they come into the you know what I mean, how they set things up.
What are you talking about?
Puello, yeah. I don't know. That's tough to call because of the styles.
Yeah, Puello's a good boxer, bro. He's gonna box and take his time. He's not gonna Paro's last fight against Subriel Matias, he was able to take advantage of something that Subriel Matias wasn't doing. Puello's balanced. He'll box and he'll make it look for that fight, in my opinion, to look very close. You know, it could end up looking like the Terrence Crawford and Madrimore fight. There's two counter punchers trying to counter punch each other. You know what I'm saying? The counter punchers trying to counter punch each other. Who would win, man? I don't know, man. Man. It'd be who's gonna pull the trigger first? Who's gonna change their game plan? Who's gonna decide to push the pace of the fight? You know what I mean? Because that's probably who's gonna end up losing. I'm be real with you. The person who decides to leave their game plan and try to make the fight more than what it is, and not get and get uncomfortable with the fight moving in a way that's not exciting, is probably gonna be the person that loses that fight. Ray, am I tripping? Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, yeah. Listen, I mean, I'm leaning towards Pearl because of the versatility and his style. But like I said, Puello he's a rangy fighter, bro. He leans back and he got long arms, and he's accurate with those shots. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. He said,
and people sleep on Puello because of him getting suspended for that little PD issue, and they forget that this man was a champion already, and then he reclaimed the championship against a top-notch fighter like Gary Antoine Russell. You got to give him his respect. You know what I mean? You can't sleep on him. It's not even about sleeping on him. You have to recognize him. You have to recognize him for who he truly is. And Liam Paro, shout out to him and his recent success that he's been finding. You know what I'm saying? He beat Montana Love, and then he got a fight with Subriel Matias and was able to capitalize. Subriel Matias had a big name and held some weight, but a lot of people, including my co-host right here, that had been exposing the holes in Subriel Matias' game. So the victory is a good victory, but it's not a victory to where I'm like, you know, Liam Paro could still show me more. He still could show me more. You know what I'm saying? Right. Puello is a well-rounded boxer. He really is. I don't know if you ask me who's the better boxer right now.
It comes down to the defense play.
It comes down to their defense, right?
Yep.
That's why I said it comes down to that defense. Puello already showed you when he was fighting against Gary Antoine Russell that he sacrificed the excitement for the control. You know what I'm saying? That he will take the control over the excitement. Liam Paro, you know, hasn't shown me that he's willing to sacrifice the excitement for the control. That he's willing to sacrifice the control for the excitement.
Hold on, let me answer Keyshawn question first. Who would win with Keyshawn and Mason? Keyshawn at the moment.
Where was this at?
JR Spock asked that question at 11:33.
Keyshawn Davis or Mason. Okay.
To be honest, I think, I think Keyshawn wins as of now. But things could happen. It could be tricky. It's a good fight, nonetheless. But I mean, Young Bull can show us something and knock Keyshawn out like he's been knocking anybody else out. But at the time, I think Keyshawn's experience at the pro level has the advantage, and I think he can probably. I think he probably is going to take advantage of the difference in experience, in my opinion. And then the question was Sandor Martin situation. What do I think happens? That's a good question because that's a tough fight.
What happened? Are you asking past tense? Something happened between Sandor Martin and Alberto Puello?
I'll check. Maybe he's not fighting. And that means
they're not fighting?
I don't know. I'm about to check now because I ain't hear that. Actually, I'm going to see him right now.
Yeah, I ain't hear about that.
Yeah, they're testing for. I don't see anything.
Last I see is that the fight was ordered back in late June.
I guess they're still working it out. I don't know. Only way that fight doesn't happen if what's name fights for his title.
I'm about to say you want to Laurent, it was supposed to be a purse. Oh, so you're trying to see what's happened with the purse bid? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's not something. I mean, that's like privileged information. We're not gonna find that out until they release that.
Exactly. Nothing came out on that. Let's see here. Keyshawn showed a lot of dog his last fight. Keyshawn, man, I'm telling y'all right now, I'm definitely a Keyshawn fan. I like how he moves. You know what I'm saying? I know people don't. You know, I know like Ray don't like him all the time. The way he moves. I like the way he moves, man.
I think. Well, man, I don't know about the way he moves. I think Keyshawn's a great fighter. I won't take that away from him. I think him and Shakur have a problem with their energy, bro. It's that energy they bring to the fans, and it's just like it's like they don't care about the fans. I'm being honest with you. It really is like they don't care about the fans, and that bothers me. It's like they're self-centered.
You think Keyshawn acts like he don't care about the fans?
Bro, absolutely. I think
he's trying to make the biggest fight.
I think that doesn't matter. They're doing it for them. They're self-centered.
That's what they're supposed to do. They boxers.
Bro, I know, but
Bud, right now, Bud is talking about fighting who he want to fight, and he's not fighting who the fans want him to fight.
Right.
He's not fighting Bud.
But what I'm saying is, when you're out there putting the negative publicity out there and saying things like "I don't care about the fans" and things of that nature. Not saying Keyshawn said that, but I'm just saying like they run in the same circle, and they do the same things and say the similar things out there in the social media world. And they tell you how this person is this and this person. They get really weird. It's like it's a weird energy, bro. It's just crazy. And like I said, then the self-centeredness is crazy. I don't care about the confidence or cockiness. That's on them. They're boxers. They're supposed to believe they're the best. I have no problem with that.
I don't understand.
It's the ignorant side of it. I wish I can dapper in because I touched base on it before with you and explained it, but right now I'm having a brain freeze. But I just think that they have it's the like everything in the world doesn't matter but them to themselves, but like in the sport, not like worldwide, but like in the sport. I don't care about the fans. I don't care about these promoters. They're not doing me right. It's like they're whining. There it is. It's like they're crybabies. And if they're not getting their way, they're going to keep crying. And that stuff is annoying, bro. I'm sorry. It's annoying. Now, maybe Shakur's been a little different since he's left top ranked. He's been a little bit better. But, you know what I mean? And Frank has shown that without Shakur being around him so much, he hasn't been talking that much. But when the man came out and said, yo, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, when he came back from his suspension, he was a different person. I was like, oh, this dude actually acting different. He said he's going to change. Literally, the next fight, came back and started doing the same thing. He reminded me of them people that have brown or purple gums. And they just talk crazy. And you can't stop talking to them. They go, leave me alone. I don't want to look at you. But their gums, they just dark purple. You like, yo, get out of here, bro. Like you're annoying. I just want to punch you in the face because
I don't know, man. I don't know. I got no problem. You know, when I see him, clearly I don't see the same thing.
It's the energy, man. They just really put out some dumb energy. And look, just like Teal's dad put out stupid energy. They put out they as a boxers they put out dumb energy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't see it, but
Devin
Devin is
is
a pussy. Devin is a pussy.
Southpaw TV. You know what? Let me tell you something about and I call him Southpaw or Softball. Y'all can say what y'all want, but I keep it real. And I said it to his face, so he ain't had nothing to say much. And y'all heard it here when we had people come up to the chat and clarify it before K came up and was like, yo, yeah, Ray was giving him the business and he jumped off the channel. I don't care about that dude like that. I made it known that he's just soft, bro. And I don't really care about that guy, bro. I don't even like talking about him. He's a clown. And us talking about him is just giving him more more spice on his name. So I don't even want to talk about that clip. My bad.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that was a TO conversation. I'm saying pushing forward. It kind of got dull for a second here. Let's kick the heat back up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it back. Let's get it popping, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about some boxing, you know what I mean? So we already done talked about we already done talked about Teofimo.
Just dropping names. Let's leave this alone. I just realized
we just finished talking about Teofimo, you know what I'm saying? Doing his thing with trying to make a fight with Terrence Crawford. It's not realistic. Fight who's around you. Stop doing all this capping. It's not getting you nowhere. You know what I mean? If you're serious, find a serious way to approach it. All this stuff he's doing on I don't know what he's doing. So that's how we feel about that. As far as Canelo's concerned and Berlanga, I did kind of want to shine some light on that because they did have a press conference yesterday and I got a chance to watch some interviews that Berlanga was making afterwards. Obviously, Canelo's interviews were all based on his interaction with Turkey and how he said, you know, if you want to do business with me, you got to do it my way. And Turkey clearly responded, okay, that's what's up. Salute. I'm going to keep it moving. So that's the end of that. But Berlanga, listen, man, I'm noticing how Berlanga's talking and I'm understanding the energy he's coming with. Berlanga is super excited about this opportunity. He's super hyped and he really wants to make a statement. Now, in my opinion, this could work for him or against him. I'll be honest with you guys, because when I look at the situation, I'm like, all right, there's one part of me that says, I know he's going to work real hard. He's going to train real hard. He's taking this opportunity very serious and he understands what's in front of him. But at the same time, are you overthinking it? Are you letting it lean on your brain too hard? Are you letting the quote unquote haters get inside your head and make you just want to overdo it to show that you that guy? One thing's for certain, I'm gonna tell you right now, is I believe that fight's gonna be a very exciting fight. I think they're gonna be going for it. I'm still leaning towards Berlanga to get slept, but the actual action seems like it's gonna be action packed, man. You know what I'm saying? Clay, you give him a shot. Listen, man, when you're talking about punches, Laron, I always give a puncher a shot, and that's what he is. He's a puncher. Right. So things happen with punchers. You know what I mean? You can always give a puncher a shot. If I thought this was gonna be like who's gonna box each other, then I'd be like, nah, you know what I mean? But he's a puncher. If he's setting up those shots correctly, and listen, man, we can't act like he don't be knocking dudes out. Like he ain't heavy-handed. Like he ain't go 16 straight fights knocking everybody out in the first round. You know what I mean? He knows how to turn them punches over. He has a decent little team around him. He's not switching people up. He's got that same team that got him here. It's the same team he's using to fight to fight Canelo with. Canelo, at the end of the day, guys, he's been cracked. He's been punched on, and he's shown that he has a granite chin. But let me tell you something about age and the chin. It weathers away, and it doesn't give you no heads up. It just does it. You just wake up one morning, and you old. You walk in the ring one day, and your chin's cracked. You don't realize it's cracked. Canelo's an older man. Berlanga is a younger, hungrier fighter. So the opportunities are there for Berlanga to capitalize and get a victory in his fight. But he has to go in there with the right mindset. Berlanga's main thing that I think he needs to focus on during this camp and everything that he's trying to do is his mental space. He needs to not let the outside world be affecting him and respond to everybody. You know, he's over there on the stage. He's getting into it with Caleb Plant. He's doing his interviews. He's talking about what he want to do with Caleb. Then he's talking about Canelo laughing. You know what I mean? Just, it could work for him. All that anger and everything could be working for him to give his best version of himself. but it could work against him if he becomes too consumed with all these outside activities.
Right.
100%.
Did you hear what happened? You hear what happened?
I'm sure a lot of things happen. You want to be
No, I
more
said, did
specific?
you hear what happened?
With what? With who?
Don't wait, Caleb. He has no IQ like you.
Right.
He has no IQ.
Yeah, that's what Canelo said to Berlanga.
You can't fight like Floyd. You can't fight like Cotto. Man. Boom, boom, pow, pow, pow. I don't know what that was, but okay. All I know, that just looked like a whole bunch of sign language that I didn't want to see on TV. That was giant pause moments in the sign language.
100%, Sonny Augustine. I definitely know that's what he's gonna do. But I'm gonna answer also what Esad said. Esad Easy said something significant. Man, if Jaime couldn't do it, I definitely don't see Berlanga making it happen. You know what's interesting is Berlanga spoke on the Jaime performance, and he was like, "Look, Jaime almost had it, but Jaime, you know what I'm saying, wasn't being disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Was giving Canelo what Canelo wanted to see in order for Canelo to get what he was gonna get." So he's making it sound like he understands what Jaime did, and he plans on, you know, trying to take away those looks that Canelo was getting from Jaime Munguia. He wants to take away those looks. Listen, man, this guy's he's a boxer first. Before he's a rapper, before he's somebody wearing jewelry, before he's anybody else, he's a boxer, man. He feels like he's gonna attack Canelo in a way that he ain't been attacked before, just like everybody else who fought Canelo thought they were gonna be able to do it. So, you know, this could be a cherry pick gone wrong. This could be the cherry pick where Canelo's motivated this dude. This dude said he dreaming about Canelo. He had dreams of Canelo saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you never know.
But let me tell you something. You're gonna laugh at me. Because I seem like I flipped the script by then. Berlanga has a really good chance of beating him. I'm going to tell you guys what his strategy needs to be. I'm going to give you an early prediction on what or breakdown of Berlanga's style. He needs to just go in there and just punch Canelo in the stomach, in the ribs, in the kidneys. Just keep hitting his body, bro. Pause. And just keep punching him. Look, right there, right underneath his chest, and just keep breaking that down. Eventually, he's going to drop them hands. Canelo showing that he has effects when he's taking body shots. He's very good at hiding the resistance of the body shots that he gets from opponents. I think Berlanga hits hard enough. If he can break those, if he can break that down and take care of the body with Canelo and dream about him, whatever, pause, he has an opportunity to beat him in all fashions of that fight. That's what he has to do. He has to break down the body. Remember, decapitation only happens when you stop them from breathing. Break them down.
Yeah. I agree. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely going to have to bring a lot of heart in that ring, a lot of will, a lot of that to make the difference in the fight. I mean, on paper and what we understand and know based on who Canelo's fought, we know that Berlanga's never fought anybody that I believe. I've never seen Berlanga fight anybody that I believe triangle theory wise could get him ready for Canelo Alvarez. This is going to be a unique situation he's jumping in front of, and he might need to look at it like some Brooklyn. He might have to take it on some street level, you know what I mean? Some real aggression, some real, you know, we've seen the lengths Berlanga's been willing to go to in order to get his fights won. He's biting people, he's elbowing people, he's hitting them with low blows. He might not want to leave that at home when he comes out to fight September 14th. He might want to, you know what I'm saying, take advantage of whatever's in front of him, lose a point for hitting them low. But make sure you hit them low good. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And J.R. Spock's right. See, that's why I said he has to attack the body. What's going to be difficult for that? That's the other side. It's hard. Canelo definitely he will catch you trying to sit there and trying to get it, like stand in front of him. He's gonna hurt you. You know what I mean? So you better have your defense ready. And he has a high guard, but like I said, he does leave his body exposed, and he usually curls up almost like Canelo because he's a smaller athlete in that division. He's not like the bigger, so he fights like Pitbull a little bit, and it makes it hard for them guys to hit him. But if they can attack, I'm telling you, you can attack the body, break them down, shoulder the belly button. You got
Tone just said,
opportunity.
"Wow, Clay, you telling him to cheat?"
Hey, listen, it worked for Bernard. It worked for B-Hop.
Listen, man, whatever your listen, what you do, don't leave what got you there at home that night. That's all I'm saying. Don't leave whatever got you there. Don't leave that at home that night. That's not the light. You bring it all with you that night. When you fight Canelo, with the consequences that are waiting for you in that ring, for you not being the best version of yourself that you can be, the consequences of being separated from your consciousness, or being sent to the shadow realm. You know what I'm saying? When that's the consequence, don't leave none of your best tools at the crib, bro. Don't become a clean fighter all of a sudden September 14th, bro. Don't become Mr. I obey the law and I only do anything that's inside the rules on September 14th, bro.
Right. And Sports
that
SI,
night.
that's exactly what you want him to do. Because you see, that's why Bivol won that fight. You want him to cover up and start worrying about where those shots are coming. Because then you control the fight. And once you control the fight, your elements of where you're going with it changes. Now you can just keep picking them apart, finding different holes, because he's worried about where you're going to hit him, and most likely he's thinking you're going to attack the body. And then he leaves himself exposed. And now you just keep throwing up your hands because he's not going to be throwing back as much because he's going to be too busy worried about where he's getting hit at. Exactly
that's
what
our job.
Doing is. Exactly.
That's our job here for boxing. That's our job, baby. I done told you already we're going to sell this fight, man. That's our job, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man. Where there's a will, there's a way, baby. Where there's a will, there's a way. You know what I'm saying? And as long as the will is there.
Don't listen to hear from boxing or Clay Berlanga. Just do what I'm telling you to do.
Listen,
it happens, but don't do it on purpose. In my opinion.
Listen, I'm not saying do nothing on purpose. I'm not telling you do nothing, bro. Listen, man, I don't know nothing. I'm just saying whatever you did. I'm just saying whatever you did to get where you at, don't leave that at home on September 14th. That's all I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying to you?
I hear
whatever
you,
carried you in them low moments, whatever got you across that finish line, whatever little edge that you, whatever it was, don't leave it at home on September 14th. Bring that with you. And then bring some more too. Bring that, especially though, at least bring that at a minimum, and then bring some more. Don't leave nothing at home on September 14th.
No. Don't put the links here.
Huh?
See, he putting the links in the chat.
Where?
For free boxing fights. I mean.
Oh yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that here, bro. Get us kicked off the air quick.
Yeah. Don't do that. Let me see. I'll put the links in the chat for free boxing. I'll never pay to watch these boxes. Yeah, Roscoe, hold that down, bro. Hold that down to your side, man. Take an Instagram, an Instagram channel or something to hook somebody up. Know what I mean?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying, support him in the hospital. We will. I don't know. I wish him the best in the hospital, but I don't know. I got stuff to do. I got stuff going on in my life, bro. I can't say I ain't.
I'm just telling you, it's the best option. Y'all talk about punching him in the, you know what I mean, the gonads and
look, Ray. I keep telling you, stop saying that, bro. We're not telling him to do none of that. You ain't hear nobody.
Here for boxing clearly stated that.
Listen, man, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, whatever you did, don't leave that at home, bro. Bring that with you, man. That's what I'm saying.
Not to mention that you said, yo, you just need to go in there and bite him in the shoulder. You did say that.
I don't know, bro. I don't know what he did to get here. I'm just saying he know better than I do. I'm just saying whatever it was, don't leave it at home on September 14th. So what says that Berlanga has to remember the foster homes, his time in the shelters, his dad being in prison for 14 years, and now he's fighting Canelo. I believe. Talk to him, Sport SSI. Where I'm putting together my new studio, but you deserve a Sports SSI on that energy right now, man. I'm completely co-signing what you just wrote right there, man. 100%, man. Salute to Sports SI. Let's see here. JR Sparks at Berlanga with a good game plan, solid feints, power jab, and body work. With a chance and fair judging. So that's a long shot. No, yeah. Berlanga needs to not be thinking about no judges on September 14th. He don't need to look in the way of the judges The judges have nothing to do with Berlanga. That is not his business. You know what I'm saying? He got to go for a stoppage in this fight, or at least sit Canelo down on his pockets 2 times in this fight in order to steer the judges his way. He needs to just bring the grit. He needs to bring that Brooklyn, that Brownsville, never ran, never will energy, where he's willing to do whatever it takes to get that win. Once again, not co-signing, no dirty tactics. Just saying, whatever got you there, don't leave it home on September 14th.
No Street Fighter Blanca bites.
If that's what got you there, do what you do, man. Do what you do, bro. We ain't here for that. We gonna watch, man. We gonna watch, man.
Okay.
We gonna watch. You do what you do, bro. We ain't telling you what to do. We just saying do what you do. Yeah, right. Spock said, no, let me see it. J Pitt City said, because we all seen what happened when Hennessy Mel felt one of them punches. He just want to survive and collect the check. 100%. Yo, listen, he can't do that to us. We do not need him to do that. Listen, we do not need him to do that. That what Jamel did. Oh, dog. So that will officially have me. I'm gonna tell you right now. That officially have me calling you Bumlanga forever. Like never having your back completely. Not like
tell you what happens
no more.
If he do that, it's gonna be like Fast and Furious when Ja Rule lost his girl.
Fast and Furious when Ja Rule lost his girl.
Yeah,
Ja Rule was in Fast and Furious?
Monica, because he's sure hugging up on his wifey up in that picture. Talking about like, yeah, he gonna do it for her and everything else. Man, yeah, okay. You know what they're gonna say.
J Pitt City said be Brooklyn that day. 100% J Pitt, 100%.
Yeah.
Tone Dead, did you guys see Crawford's video with Sean and Potter? With Sean Porter? Is that what we saying? Sean Porter? Tone Deaf? I didn't see it, but I knew he was. Yeah, I got to catch that, man. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. I didn't see it, but I know he was coming on because Sean Porter said it was going to happen. So I'm definitely. They usually talk to each other pretty honestly and transparently too. They're good friends. So
yeah, that was on when I had when I was over that way.
Okay.
I seen it in thumbnails for it.
Okay. Tone Dev, did you guys here for boxing? Berlanga can remember the Foster Homes, the roaches and the mayo sandwiches, Canelo and Fort. Damn. Here for boxing said, remember whatever you gotta remember, whatever you want to remember, don't matter. I'll see you outside of
four.
Make Canelo uncomfortable. Boxing, talking up north, big facts. Yo, boxing talk up north. Is that Ron Frazier or is that not? That's not Ron Frazier. Is that Ryan? That's Ron Frazier?
Yeah.
Are you sure boxing talk up north? Is this Ryan Frazier?
He got to rent it.
So it's got to be him. I don't know.
Yeah. That's his logo.
Is it? Okay, because I feel like I see Ryan Frazier before on the
name. He usually has Ryan on there, right?
Yeah, something on there. Ross Scott said, for sure, bro, I won't do that on y'all page. Thank you, Ross Scott. Thank you, bro. Now we
No, I'm not going to say that. Clay going to punch me in the face.
Yeah, I ain't punching you no face, bro. You make me sound like a violent criminal in here.
You know what I was going to say. I know what channel you can do that, but no, I'm just messing with you.
Inside those gloves. Well, yeah, whatever it takes, Tone Dev, in the gloves. Hey, bro, there's no way Berlanga goes out like me. Yeah, Crawford wants Canelo. Says Canelo scares. He wants Canelo more than undisputed at 1 foot. Oh, that's what he was saying. I got to watch it. But look, Crawford has to accept when somebody don't want to fight him, bro. And if that fight can't be made, that fight can't be made, bro. You know what I mean? Meet him after the show. Meet him after his fight and fight him in the parking lot. You know what I mean?
That's
it's that serious. Beat him up in the parking lot. You know how bad you got to be for Bob Arum to drop you at 25 years old? Who you talking about right now? You talking about Berlanga?
Oh,
Berlanga got dropped?
Yeah,
I remember that. Yep.
Let's see.
Yeah, man.
Look, we talking about his.
Yeah, man, that's me. Okay, no doubt, Ryan.
You see that? Truth just walked in the building. True stranger.
Oh yeah, you gotta watch. You gotta be here that day, bro. We definitely gonna be commentating that day, bro. That's a fact. Canelo said he don't like how Bud fights. He loves too much. He moves too much. I think but yeah, man. Look, Canelo don't like anybody who's gonna make the fight hard. You know what I mean? Canelo don't want to fight nobody who's gonna make him get out of his comfort zone. He's not. Listen, man, the way Canelo's moving, there's nothing really wrong with the way Canelo's moving except the fact that he's holding those belts. If he would just let go of those belts, I wouldn't care about how he's moving, man. Yeah. It's just the belts. I understand that he's been on the man is like 62 wins. like 64 fights, 65 fights in his professional career, you know, at the end of the day, I understand that you want to take your biggest paydays and that you're just getting yourself ready to go on to your next chapter, bro. I completely understand that. What I can accept and won't accept is locking a division up, you know what I mean, not fighting your mandatories and, you know, just having no cares at all for a division. And you keep on pushing these fights on us that, you know, I don't appreciate you chasing a David Benavidez up to 175 or David Morrell up to 175 when they could be fighting big title shots at 168 and be trying to unify, and we can get undisputed champions in that division who actually want to defend and fight their mandatories and who will just vacate their belts anyway and go up to 175 at one point and allow the division to move forward and continue functioning. I can't let that slide, man.
Right. Yo, he's funny. J Pitt, right though. He got to be kicking himself right now. I think he might. I think once he realizes it, Bob Arum might.
I mean, look, I'm be honest with you. I don't think Bob Arum is necessarily kicking himself in the butt because Eddie Hearn made that fight happen. Does Bob Arum have that connection with Canelo Alvarez and have that hustle to put these kind of fights together? He doesn't have a history of doing that. So at the end of the day, you know, Eddie Hearn did something that I don't think Bob Arum could do. Eddie Hearn just functions on a whole different frequency level. So I don't think Bob Arum's kicking himself, because if he would have still been there in top rank, Bob Arum would have been lining them up with like Christian and Billy. You know what I'm saying? He would have been trying to put those fights together, which would probably been better.
Which would have been a better fight.
You know what I'm saying? But it wouldn't have been the opportunity for Berlanga. It doesn't promise that the Canelo Alvarez fight was going to be there as an opportunity. Granted, yeah, no, that was Golden Boy. I was going to say Jaime Munguia got the opportunity, but that was an Oscar De La Hoya thing. So you know how that goes. Let's see here. That shit whack. I agree. These organizations are part of the problem as well. Canelo on some, it's my way or no way. 100%, Jose. Canelo's tarnishing his legacy. JR Spock, is he tarnishing his legacy? I keep saying it, that he has to answer for this in the years to come. You know, 10 years, 15 years after he's retired, they'll bring this up, in my opinion. They'll bring this up. They're going to bring this era up of when he ducked David Benavidez and when he cherry-picked, when he cherry-picked his last, like, what, 5 fighters? 4 or 5 fighters he cherry-picked? I think it could look bad for him. I think his legacy could take a whooping from it. It won't erase what he's earned, what he's actually done that's positive. That will always be there and part of his legacy. But this chapter of his legacy will be, I think it'll get looked at weird. You know what I mean? I think it'll get looked at weird. We'll see what happens though. Let's see here. While Turkey said he sent Canelo an offer to fight, and Canelo said he never sent an offer. Somebody's lying, and we know who it is. Man, I don't know.
Who's lying?
I don't know. Probably everybody.
Well, actually, I don't know when the timelines cross on that. Because if you're talking about what he said on the Sway show, he said he was going to. He might have said something. I don't know. But I know if it was after the Sway show, after the fight, then he sent him an offer. But as far as before the fight, he was said that he wants to send him an offer. He better not reject it, or he'll feel bad about it. He's not gonna give him another shot. That I do recall. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And shout out J.R. Sparks. I used to defend Canelo. I'm done with that, no doubt. Ray, if the fight happens, how's the Zepeda versus Shakur look to you? Talk to him, Tone.
You know what?
Talk to him, Ray.
Do I need to? Do I need to let him know? All right. Here's what it looked like. Breakdown wise, I think Shakur needs to keep his jab stiff. Pause. He needs to keep it as stiff as possible, and he needs to move straight back and then pivot. No lateral movement, no hopping around, no 20 feet distances. He needs to take the fight to Zepeda, and he has to watch Zepeda's hands. He needs to keep his hands up close and stop him from punching. As long as he keeps letting Zepeda punch, that can go the wrong way for him. Zepeda knows how to cut off the ring. He throws punches in bunches. He's pretty accurate when he hits. He ain't the fastest, but he has powerful punches, but he throws a lot of punches. And that could be troublesome for Shakur. So, I mean, we have to see if the ability of Shakur's counter is fast enough to intercept one of those punches or few of those punches as they're coming in. A lot have tried, and a lot haven't done it. And remember, he has a high knockout ratio. He has a high punch rate, and he has a good accuracy rate. Like he's very accurate. He knows how to play. He knows how to hunt you. I mean, he plays the hunter, and he ain't afraid to do it. And Shakur, on the other hand, likes to play. I mean, counter. He wants to be the bird that likes to attack you from the sky. Fortunately,
Right.
it don't always work. You know what I mean? So you got to look how that works in the ring. It could play out to Shakur's favor though. You know what I mean? It all depends on who shows up to fight. Um, but I actually honestly think Zepeda can beat Shakur. I'm being 100%.
No doubt. Shout out to Boxing Hacker, man. I'll be honest with you, Boxing Hacker. I don't know. I've just been tied up and watching so much boxing. I haven't been following up on the Olympic team. Oh, I feel horrible about it. I wanted to
Yeah, we
catch
got
up.
the bronze. I know
Catch up.
that.
I'll catch up and let you know how I feel about it next week. You know what I mean? Or maybe tomorrow I'll try to catch up on it. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't want to lie to you, Boxing Hacker. I ain't been following it closely enough to give a fair assessment on what's going on over there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I haven't done it, man. I ain't see Fire Frequency in the building today, man. He must be busy.
I talked to him earlier. He said he might have to take it down tonight. He said he's tired.
Okay.
So you know.
No doubt. For sure.
He said he was gonna be breaking it down. But
No doubt. What
what
do you
else?
think about going
Okay.
into this fight this weekend with Virgil and Bahacek? What are you seeing? You know what I'm saying? What are you seeing for this fight right now? Any forecasts of what you need to see? What do you need to see from Virgil Ortiz in order to get this victory on Sergey Bahacek? Both these
Virgil
guys,
has
by the way, in between both these guys, there's one fight that's gone to a decision.
right.
These
And
guys are like 98% in together knockout ratio.
right.
And these guys have a very long history in sparring each other. They spar each other a whole lot. They know each other a whole lot. They've done a lot of sparring with each other. So they know each other going into this fight.
Yeah, I think Virgil has to turn slick, bro. I think he needs to he has to learn how to counter this fight. I think he has to learn how to fight off the back foot. He has to learn how to find a shot. What's up, Big Dre?
Salute, Dre.
He has to learn how to set up the punches as they come. Not saying he can't do these things already. What I'm saying is he's usually an aggressive go-for fighter. Both of them want to be that way. I think Chuck's he's already now at that division longer than with Virgil. He's accustomed to that division, the punches, the power. We haven't seen Virgil really fight anybody at 154 where they were, not cakewalks and easy fights for him. So I think at the end of the day, we'll see Virgil's true test. I think Chuck actually has to just do as he does. I think he just attacks. You know what I mean? I think he's stronger than Virgil. I think he has one more thing that Virgil doesn't have. Just like Virgil has something he doesn't have. Virgil doesn't have a loss. But with Belichick having a loss, that makes you a better fighter. I mean, having one loss changes everything and how you approach things. So if he senses some type of trouble or anything, he can make the adjustment. I don't think Virgil does. I'm giving the fight to Belichick.
Oh, wow. Okay. I think that one thing's for sure is that Sergey Bahacek has more experience at 154. He's there. That's where that's his stomping ground. He's in the conversations for he's a WBC interim champion right now. He's fought the better competition. His last fight was against Brian Mendoza, who's one of the best in that division, in my opinion. He's one of those guys. He's top 10 for sure. Virgil Ortiz, on the other hand, new to the division, coming from his, shortcomings from out of 147, not making weight, having the medical condition that he had to conquer to make his comeback. And then you combine that with the two fights that he had not going past one round. At the end of the day, the experience isn't there. Sergey Bahacek is way more acclimated to the division. He understands and has filled into the power of his division. I don't see that Virgil Ortiz has had an opportunity to truly try himself true in that division and I wonder how that's going to play out when it comes to fighting Serhii Bahacek. Virgil Ortiz is a puncher, so he has that puncher's chance at all times. He can deliver that shot, that kill shot, that'll shut up all the haters and shut up all the controversy. But Serhii Bahacek, like I said, is well acclimated to the division, and he's an Eastern European boxer. So that means if worse comes to worse, he can also box, and he understands how to carry himself in that situation. Who would I be leaning to? I'm not going to lie to you, man. I think that the intangible that Virgil Ortiz brings to the ring is is the unit around him, the Robert Garcias, his father. Those are the people that he brings that are the intangible factors that you can't put a price on in this fight getting put together. So I gotta lean towards Virgil Ortiz right now in my mind for the win of this fight. I think it'll be a struggle. I think he's gonna have to reach deep to get, to find what he needs to find in order to walk away with that victory. But I think combined with his heart and with the eyes that he has outside the ring, watching the action that's going inside the ring and able to properly process and assess the best strategy to attack it, I think Virgil has bought into the process that his father and Robert Garcia have put out there for him, and I'm expecting him to be able to execute on the game plan. Bahacek, it's going to be a competitive fight, man. It's going to be a competitive fight, but they know each other. And from what I understand, Virgil was getting the best of a lot of those sparring fights. You know what I mean? So Virgil knows him.
Right.
Virgil knows him.
Always gotta remember, sparring is not under the light, so anything can change.
No, it's not. It's not. But there's a certain amount of confidence that a fighter gains from under. That's why Shakur is a living proof. He just does well against people he does a lot of sparring with, and that's because after a while you just understand. You have understanding about their movement, some of their habits, their strengths, their weaknesses, their tell signs on what they're going to do, and it just puts you in a position to take advantage of things a lot smoother and a lot more seamlessly. So I don't know, man. I think the stars are aligning for Virgil Ortiz to do something great. He got the right training. He got the right mentorship. He got the right pedigree. I think he's able to pull it off.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Virgil.
Okay, good. So we got
Virgil.
I think fight ends TKO. Ortiz wins. Crawford with Virgil. Virgil versus Crawford. Okay, we got a few Virgil heads in here.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. There's another big fight on that card as well, on that Virgil card. I'm trying to remember. There's another fight on that card.
Styles make fights. Remember, I told y'all that. And it's gonna be interesting. They have similar styles, but I think, like I said, being accustomed to the division and knowing what to expect and being able to walk through stuff and have power, and knowing that you had a loss, so you know how to you have the ability to switch it up. Body check, man. But not you. I'm talking to the chat. But hey, if y'all feel that Virgil got it, man, I'm okay with that. I'm cool. I ain't gonna argue that point. It can go either way.
I'm trying to see who's on the card.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh yeah, Gabriel Fundora is fighting. Kenneth Sims Jr. is fighting. I think that's a good fight. Charles Conwell is fighting. That's a big fight. That's number 15 in the junior middleweight division. That's a big fight against Chiari Gray. So we'll see. I mean, that Chiari Gray, he's gonna beat the brakes off Chiari Gray. He's supposed to, but it's still gonna be a good fight.
Okay. Guess who's back out there? Brian Mendoza's back out there too. You got
on that card?
Yeah, he's fighting Thomas Alorme.
Oh, that's gonna be a good fight. On this card? No, not on this card.
Oh, it says it right here. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
What?
Looking at the bout right now. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. I'll go back.
I don't think they fight on that card, bro. Yeah, I think they fight on that card.
I might be lying to you. I clicked the wrong button. That was their last opponents.
Right.
My bad. I was gonna
Let's
say
see
that's
here.
right, but my bad. I got souped up. I see that card right now.
If his feet work, it's better than his opponent, no doubt. J.R. Spock, I'm taking Virgil, no doubt. Ryan says Charles Conn won another 154 on that card, and Kenneth Sims is making his Golden Boy debut. 100%. Kenneth Sims is making his debut. That's gonna be a good fight. So that's 3 good fights on that card. You know what I mean? And the rest of them have an opportunity. We got some ladies working on that card that night too. We got 2 ladies fighting on that card. You got Gabrielle Fundora. That's going to be a good fight. She's going to be defending. I believe she's a WBC champion right now, right? Yeah. In that division. And then you got Cecilia Brekius versus Marcela Cornejo. Right. So we'll see how that looks.
Yep. Yo, it's going to be fire, bro. We got some good action going on Saturday, man.
No doubt.
You know what they're not doing? They're not crying about dollars. They get a championship fight. We getting it for free.
It is what it is, man. Look,
man.
I ain't gonna lie. We about to wrap it up soon.
Yes, sir. Yes,
it's about that time. I've had a very long day. Had to go pick up my son today. You know what I mean? Been driving for a long time today. I appreciate all you guys for showing up in the chat, man. Remember, let's keep boxing first. You know, one box ain't bigger than the sport. Shout out to everybody who showed up today. We didn't open the lines for the chat. I don't know. Did anybody want to hit a link and come up in there and talk tonight? I don't want to leave. You know, I always try to leave room for the people in the building to come up and build a little bit and give some perspective on anything we talked about tonight.
Word up.
Yeah, everybody's saying good night, man. So,
all right.
Yeah, man. It's late at night, bro. It's about that time. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all you guys showing up in the building. Shout out to JR Spock. Shout out to Boxing up north. Shout out to Ryan and them up there. Hold on a second here. You know what I mean? I hope Tank doesn't pick up Raul. We didn't even get to talk about Tank tonight for real. Supposedly he's supposed to be making a choice soon. He should be back and ready to make a choice and getting ready for his situation. So we'll see who he picks.
Oh,
shout out Lance Meyer.
Yes. And can I say something on that? So we know they listening, Joe Clay. We know they listening. I sure haven't heard anybody talk about Tank picking up De Los Santos, but all of a sudden, people talking about it. You heard it here first. Just remember, y'all heard it here first.
Yeah, salute to Boxing Talk Up North, JR Spock, Tone Deaf, Boxing Hacker. Salute King. Shout out to Jose, Tone Deaf. Let me see who else we got up in here. Here for boxing. Salute to you, King. Salute to Hood Rich, who showed up a little bit earlier. Shout out to TY. You know what I mean? Shout out to Sports SI that was in the building. Shout out to JR Spock, I already called him out. Shout out to Lance Myers, I think I already called him out. Shout out to Sonny Augustine, Ross Klopp for show. Family time, you know what I mean? Shout out to all you guys. If I forgot your name, I apologize, man. I appreciate you guys showing up and showing out and letting us talk our ish tonight and hanging with us while we out here ranting and complaining and throwing shots and subliminals at everybody we think is full of that BS in the game. You know what I'm saying? You guys have a great night, man. We see you guys tomorrow, man. Appreciate. Salute.
They hate when you elevate. Stacking up losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment. I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. They hate when you elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. Ooh, yeah. Why they wanna bring me down? So much drip, yeah, I almost drowned in it. I can't come it down. Yeah, I'm way too fired up. I can't slow it down. Ooh, yeah. I see the flashing lights. Make sure the fashion right, yeah. I'm in my bag tonight, yeah. Ooh, I might just pull up a foreign. Watch out, the engine is roaring. It's too loud, you can ignore it. Yeah. This that high life for the few. You get to have it all, no need to choose. First, let me demonstrate how you can rise to the top. They hate when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They when you elevate. The second of losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight.